Hey there, you are listening to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 252. Today we go deep into D23. It's a long one, so buckle up and let's go.
All personnel, clear the launch platform. All personnel, clear launch platform.
The Leaving Today podcast, the show about the news, history, and attractions of the Disneyland Resort.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello, and hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 252. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, this evening, this afternoon. We very much appreciate it. My name is Mark. I'm one of the co-hosts here of the LTP. Sitting to the right of me today is the Trailmaster of Puppets himself, Udi.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Excellent.
I was up late. We'll talk about why.
Wow. This could be an adult show now.
No, not really. We're never adult. We have leveled the amount of adult that we're gonna.
Yes.
Okay. But I'm good. I did get some rest, so I'm good.
Good.
And I'm drinking a Ghost, as we call them at work, a ghost.
Ghost.
Thank you, Becky, for that one. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh, that voice. Who was that? Well, that was the very lovely Becky coming to us via FaceTime. Hey, Becky, what's up?
Hi. How are you?
Super fantastic.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I mean there is a great big beautiful tomorrow. I might say.
Yes.
Well, before we get into anything, we are the Leaving Today podcast. We are an open and honest Disneyland podcast. We would like for you to think of us as your best Disneyland friends you have not met yet, but we would very much love to meet you. We have, let's see, today's show is sponsored by you guys, the listeners, and you can do that by going to leavingtodaypodcast.com, clicking on the support tab, and go to Patreon. We keep it super simple. We also have t-shirts from TeePublic that you can buy to help support the show. All of that goes towards supporting our hosting fees and our renewal fees and things like that for the show. We don't buy churros or t-shirts or anything with it, but we do give out t-shirts if you do join the show. You can follow us on Instagram at Leaving Today Podcast, and we have the link tree on there to make it super simple. In addition to that, every Wednesday night between 6 and 7 Indie time, Udi and I, and hopefully Becky, will get together. We get together for an hour on Wednesday nights on our YouTube channel, which is Leaving Today Podcast, and then we call that the LTP Lounge. It's a more relaxed version of our show. It goes an hour, and we talk about the latest Disney park news because our show comes out every 2 weeks, the one you're listening to right now, and this one comes in every Wednesday night. So things happen, and it's a great way for us to get to talk to you and you to talk to us. And we've met some really cool people that way, and it's a really fun time.
Yeah, absolutely good time.
Yeah, and then also we're going to be on George the Disney Italiano's channel as well, so keep an eye out for that. So. Again, one last thought about all this is that if you're listening to our voices, that means you are listening to podcasts, and that means you are supporting independent art, independent thought, and just know that a lot of sweat equity goes into these things, and we do it because we love in our case, we love Disneyland, but it could be whatever podcast maybe you're into home brewing or chess or auto cars or something. Auto cars. I didn't mean that. I meant like historic cars.
True crime.
Yeah, true crime. Everyone that does this has a passion for it, and they're putting their, a lot of work into it. So, and again, you're supporting independent stuff.
Yeah, and for us, I know that one of the most important factors in why we do the show is for community and reaching out and meeting new people.
Yeah.
So with our LTP Lounge, that's a direct extension of that, wanting to have a more up to the second interaction, and we can't always do that with this podcast. But when you listen, it just opens you up to so much more information, so many more people. We need to talk more. We need to communicate more. We need to have that connection with each other. And when we do this, you help facilitate that. We have met amazing people along the road, and we're all eternally grateful for all of that. And that's the only way we do that is by a vehicle such as a podcast. So by supporting it, you let people communicate. You will find a community. You will find people that are like you, think like you, and just want to be in a good vibe. Don't always have to agree. Don't always have to think the same way about things. But the love and the passion and the caring is the core of everything. So, yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, well said, Udi.
Yes.
And in fact, we would have never met Becky.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep. No,
And think how boring your life would be.
Oh, totally. And it might get even better because we get to go see Modesto.
I know. I can't
Yeah.
wait for that. I'm so amped.
Dude, I'm so
I know.
stoked.
I know.
Fall
I
asleep
can't
on the way
either.
there. Fall asleep on the way through.
You need to call the Chamber of Commerce and have us have like a police escort because there's going to be panic in the streets.
No, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Like, you need a big deal, for sure.
Well,
I thought you were going to call for a parade or something. I'm
Sure.
Like, calm down.
Yeah. Maybe a fireworks show.
Today is August 16th, 2026. This is currently D23. Day 3 is going on as we speak. But today's show is going to be what about happens on day 2, basically, which was the Parks panel.
Yeah.
We might touch into a little bit of what happened on day 1.
I think we should. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we can get into all that as well. But really, we have the news before that. We got to get to that. But I just want to say, how cool is it to be a Disney fan right now? Disneyland fan.
You know, how's that saying go? Let you live in interesting times.
May you live in
interesting times.
Yes.
And I will tell you, the further we go along with our podcast and the community, I feel like we continue to get more interesting. Things become more interesting. The more we are around this, the more we get into it, the deeper we go, the more connections we make, the more things we find out. And man, is it interesting. So yeah, with what happened over the last couple of days, I've been saying it for a while that the ship is turning. The ship is turning. The ship is turning. Some people would argue that back and forth. And even if you want to argue the counter that it isn't, but doesn't that make it interesting?
It does.
Yeah, so it is a crazy time to be a fan and lover of the park because
we are park lovers.
We are.
Yes.
And we're not necessarily company. That's the thing is like we love the park. We don't always love the company. And I feel like we need to always make that distinction. At least I feel like I have to. Yeah, where we are, I don't like everything. Clearly, I'm never going to like everything.
Oh, that's shocker.
I know, right? Surprisingly enough. But still, though, what a time.
Yes.
What a time. We'll get into it, but man, what a time. Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have an opening question today because we have a lot to cover. But we do have the news. So let's get on over to the news.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
All right, first news item for episode 252. I threw this in there for Udi because I knew it was going to get him worked up. Los Angeles Lakers buyer is an ex-Disney chief, Bob Iger. The Los Angeles Lakers just sold for $12.5 billion to an ownership group that includes a guy who once openly admitted he couldn't bring himself to root for them. Former Disney CEO and good friend of Udi, Bob Iger, teamed up with Josh Kushner to buy the Lakers, which is a pretty wild turn for a guy who spent decades sitting courtside rooting for their little brother, the Clippers. When the news of the Lakers sale broke Wednesday, fans quickly resurfaced Iger's old comments about why he could never root for the team. The man who just helped buy the Lakers for $12.5 billion originally chose the Clippers because the tickets were cheaper. Anyways, now he owns a piece of the franchise. I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I want to say something before Udi talks.
All right, go.
Oh.
So, you know who would never do something like that, Udi?
Who?
A Hufflepuff. Because we're loyal.
Well
So
played.
You might make fun of us for not being the cool house, but we would never do this
Yeah,
kind of thing.
boring.
We are loyal. Although, by that, Udi would be a Hufflepuff because Udi is loyal.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
is. That's actually
Yeah.
something
He is
Udi
loyal.
is. And he may be
Yeah.
loyal to the wrong things, but he is loyal.
Yes,
Until
he
you
is.
cross me, then
Yes.
you're dead to me.
Yeah.
He's just loyal and a little more brave than we are in Hufflepuff.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to get in your face about it.
Yeah.
So, firstly, good for you, Jeannie Bus.
Oh yeah.
Good for you. I think being okay. Let me go back a little bit.
Oh.
I grew up watching the Jerry Bus
Yeah,
Lakers.
yeah.
Okay, they were huge in my family. My dad, my grandfather, my uncle, the uncles, the married in uncles, the whole thing.
What about Derek?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
When they were playing,
Yeah.
everything revolved around the
Oh, I
the
understand
game.
that. Yeah.
So that is the Lakers that I grew up with. The current iteration, I have not watched an NBA game in probably a decade. When they brought LeBron over,
Yeah.
I was like, the franchise is dead to me. I cannot stand him at any level. At any level.
Well, he's not on the team anymore.
Well, I know, but they really killed it. Like Shaq and Kobe,
Yeah.
that was it for me. After they were gone, I'm done.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so good for her that she took her father's franchise, his baby, built it up even bigger, and cashed out on it. Good for her.
Yeah.
That being said, Bob Iger's gonna I don't know the percentage that he has in that.
Who cares? Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. But
No.
if he has anything to do with it, he's gonna run the team into the ground.
Good.
And he shouldn't. It's a storied franchise for better or for worse. The NBA is a clown show as a whole, so I'm just going to go off on the NBA.
We're not talking about NBA.
I know, but I'm just going to say this real quick. I just feel like I need to because the NBA has become a shell of what it used to be. It is boring. It is just not fun to watch. So, good luck, Bob. I hope you don't kill this franchise like you're trying desperately to kill Disney.
Yeah.
And remember, it's the Lakers, not the Igers. Okay? Bob?
Okay.
It's the Lakers, not the Igers. Unless you go for a full name rechange. But anyway.
Okay. This news story came out before D23. It came out Wednesday, I believe. Disney quietly shared new details for Avengers e-ticket ride system under construction. The Avengers Campus theme park area in Disneyland Resort is expanding with 2 new rides. Okay. So a new detail about the ride system for Avengers Infinity fans was just released as part of an interview with Leslie Iwerks, who led his film World Builders is premiering on this week, August 20th.
August 20th.
Yeah. She says that the documentary, Kevin Feige describes the new attraction being built at Avengers Campus and how the ride system with screens that shift with the guest point of view is going to redefine what a themed experience can be. The description that the advanced ride system is going to refine what a themed experience can be is interesting, and we're wondering if they're preparing to share more during the D23 Expo this week. They are not.
They are not. Spoiler alert.
We already knew this ride would feature physical worlds along with a blend of large-scale built environments and immersive media, or in simple words, a combination of physical sets and screens.
I'll rise a little bit more.
Okay, Bryce. Because
Well-
I was thinking where I initially go to is the Forbidden Journey at Universal Studios.
Oh, I haven't got the chance to ride that.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't know, just because it's so you have parts where you start off and you're in physical sets inside the castle and stuff, but then you go into parts where you are flying out of the castle and then you're at a screen doing some stuff. Then you move to another room and there's physical sets.
Yeah.
But I could be totally off.
You know-
that's just where mentally I go to.
I believe that is going to run very similar.
Yeah.
Yep. From everything that I'm kind of picking up on, that is exactly what they're going to be doing. But if you look at that, I said Rise because really, Rise is one of the first attractions at the park that has done that. Like, has the mix of both when you're running through the attraction, you know. So you're going to have some screen stuff, some prop, and you have a mix. So it's going to be interesting to me, the balance between both of them and how they're going to maneuver. I think moving forward, that's going to be the key element for any attraction. Is going to be mixing the media that they're using. Will be the balance and when it comes in and when they use it, one versus the other, so the flow doesn't feel clunky or off or anything like that, and the story can just maneuver through as you're going through it. So, we'll see.
Dude, I'm stoked.
Yeah.
We're going to get into all that from what we saw.
Yep.
Next one, and I don't know how he feels about this, but Ewan McGregor wants Disney to let him play Obi-Wan Kenobi again.
I'm all down for that.
While Disney's Obi-Wan Kenobi series came to an end after just one season, Ewan McGregor still wants to play the legendary Jedi again. McGregor first assumed the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi for 1999 Star Wars The Phantom Menace. In a recent interview with E! News, McGregor admitted that he was ready to play Obi-Wan again. I'm ready whenever they are, McGregor said. They just seem to not be ready, but I'm up for it. At the end of Obi-Wan's series, I'm walking into the desert and I've decided to leave. I've realized I can't keep the pressure on Luke. I realize he has to have his own childhood, so I leave him with Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru and wander off. And Qui-Gon's back and we go off, but where are we going? When it comes to this character's future, McGregor puts the ball in the family. When it comes to this character's future, McGregor puts the ball firmly in Disney's court. The next time we find Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's Alec Guinness up in the mountains. The actor continued, what happens between those two moments is what I want to do and spend the rest of my career doing these stories. Stories, series or movies. We've got plenty of time. I've got 10 years before I'm Alex Guinness age, so come on, Disney. For someone who doesn't really like Star Wars that much, Becky, what do you think about that? Does it matter to you?
So ultimately doesn't matter to me, but something I do, like, I have two thoughts on this. One, like, I wonder if there's secretly something that has been put out, if there's an interest, and like Disney kind of knows he's putting this statement out to kind of gauge if people are interested in it. And then I also think, like, not being as into Star Wars, that seems cool to me that somebody wants to be this character so much and put so much passion into building his story. Like, I'm for that.
Mm-hmm.
That is well put.
Becky, very smart. Very, very smart take. Disney is known for throwing a trial balloon out through different people, different media, through actors, directors, employees, writers, reporters. So when I read that, I'm like, yeah, they're doing it. They're throwing a trial balloon and see how many people bite. And I will say this. When it comes to Obi-Wan and when it comes to Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan, he's going to be the Obi-Wan that most people now know. Because we had Sir Alec Guinness for half a movie. Even though the OG for us is important, the real Obi-Wan is that we all know is developed through Ewan McGregor and the Clone Wars. And I can't remember the boy who voiced him. That is the fleshing out of the character. And if you love Obi-Wan, that's where you're getting most of your love. That's where I get most of my love from. So I would love for them to have that back. The other part is what I personally would love to see, since he's talking about that. Yeah, that space and time from the end of the series to when we see him again, there's a little thing that he's correct with. We don't see him again. We know his fate in The New Hope. But one of the biggest things that if you don't watch any of the animation, you don't know is his duel with Maul. And Maul, so spoiler alert, I'm saying it now. If you don't want to hear what happens with Maul, between Maul and Obi-Wan, pause for like a half an hour, because that's how long it's going to... No, I'm talking. I'm kidding. Obi-Wan and Maul face off again in Tatooine. Okay? That is one of the best scenes in animation. Mind you, it isn't a long one
No.
because it doesn't need to be. So I wouldn't mind seeing that span, how that came to be a little bit more in depth. What Obi-Wan did, what he had to do, moments he had to protect Luke without Luke knowing, having that secrecy hidden, having people coming around, Maul being interjected in part of it because Maul was on the hunt as well. That would be cool. I've been saying it for a while with Star Wars and Disney. Well, Disney needs to do with Star Wars is take the existing sandbox and play within it.
Yeah.
This is directly in that vein.
Yeah.
And you take a character that we like and the actor that mostly embodies that, most of us know to embody that character, and put him in that sandbox. I'm here for that. Like, I would love it. Whether or not they do that or they don't, I don't know. I hope this is a trial balloon, and I hope people react in a positive way, like me, and go like, yeah, let's do that. Obi-Wan, the reviews for Obi-Wan as a series were mixed.
Yeah.
I had a couple things I didn't like about it, but overall I enjoyed it.
Yep.
And it had to do a lot more with the imagery behind it, him and Darth and those kind of things.
Yeah.
That really hit nerves in a good way. So I hope they do.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I found I think like you, Obi-Wan series, it didn't check all the boxes for me, but it checked enough of them that I was entertained.
Yeah.
And there are things I wish would have happened in it.
Yeah. There are things I wish would have happened, things I wish wouldn't have happened, but yeah.
Yes, there's that too. But there are all these stories that happen in between the films. You know what I mean? Episode 4, 5, and 6 that
Correct.
I would love to know. Again, we want to see what Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are doing in those 10, 15 years.
That is another part of it, because you can tell that story because he begins to learn how to become the Force Ghost at the end of that. So how nobody knows. It hasn't been put into film or animation, that training.
Right.
It's only alluded to. I don't know if it goes in comic books or books, if that is further fleshed out, how that is.
Yeah.
But as far as it is on TV or film, we don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm here for it.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that happens. Let's see. The last one I wanted to say real quick before we get to all the D23 stuff, because there's a lot of it, D23.
Yep.
The Disneyland, and this is no shocker, but Disneyland discounts drive summer attendance growth.
Mm-hmm.
The deals target families. The deals target families with young kids, late night visitors in California, and Anaheim residents.
Duh.
Of course. Disneyland discounts targeting families with young kids, late night visitors, and California and Anaheim residents help drive attendance growth this summer at the Disney's domestic theme parks. Attendance at the theme parks and Disney World resorts were up 3%, while visitor spending increased 4% during the company's third quarter, according to the latest earnings report released Wednesday, August 5th. Fantasyland Theater and Anaheim Theme Park's Kids Rule Summer marketing campaign helped drive the domestic attendance growth. The attendance increase was also driven by ticket discounts focused on targeted audiences, according to Disney CEO Josh D'Amaro. He says, "We've been deploying promotional offers regularly, and what they're really about is going after a targeted market segment to drive incremental value and ultimately make sure that we're making the best use of our assets and all of the capacity that we have available to us." And so he was talking about the California residents ticket was $83, Anaheim residents were $71, evening visitors were $60, and kids had a $50 thing. Okay, so that's pretty much all I want to talk about. How that's not really news. We knew that's what they were doing to boost the attendance. What are your thoughts about them doing stuff like this?
Well, I said it when it was announced that that's exactly who they're going for. They didn't say it, but we could all tell. Anybody looking at it go like, well, no, that is for the local people.
Yeah.
And the other signifier was that park attendance is not where they want it to be, clearly.
Yeah.
I think we've all said it, even though we were kind of looking at it anecdotally, admittedly, but we could tell. So these are good ideas. Literally, random guys that I was working with brought it up like, hey, I might be going to Disneyland. And then the other guy goes, hey, you're going to go get that evening ticket? mind you, I hadn't talked to them about that. One of the guys knows I do the podcast, but the other guy didn't, and he had no idea because he's like, I might be going to Disney. I'm all sweet. Anyway, but yeah, so it got out there. The news got out there. People were paying attention. So Disney needs to do more of this. They need to realize, and I feel like another sign. They realize that domestically they're hurting. Domestically, the number of attendants have gone down. They can no longer follow the model of we just need to keep on raising prices. They're going to, regardless. That is the nature of the beast, sadly. But this is their attempt to try to balance it out at a degree. Like it or not, be satisfied with it or not, that's up to you. But this is another sign. So we shall see. I'm not going to go off on what I said I think Josh needs to do. Yeah. But, this is good. This is positive signs that they recognize what we've been talking about, the community has been talking about, fans have been talking about, and they're trying to address them in different ways. And D23 is going to be another signifier. We're going to see things that they're moving in directions. So,
yeah. All right. Any thoughts about that, Becky?
Well, I totally agree. And as somebody who does have a young family, I mean, our trip, we are building it around when we can get the $50 ticket for the kids special. So that is something that's helpful for us to be able to go. And the California resident, I'm sure if they do that again next year, that would be a heavy consideration for us.
How old is your youngest daughter?
So she's 3.
So she's...
This is the first time we have to pay for it.
Oh, jeez.
We finally hit that time. And let me tell you, as you guys know, it's expensive.
Yeah.
You know,
Does she look 2.5 though, Becky?
She does still suck her thumb.
Okay, well, hey, all you gotta do is pull it.
She could probably get away
put
with
her in the stroller and you're good.
But I do know many families, you know, that are in kind of my inner circle are going during those times or have gone during those times. And that's just, you know, what works right now.
Yeah.
It's what fits in the budget, and you can go, and it's still a lot, but you don't feel maybe as stressed, or you can have more fun with your family. I do know people like my brother, he's also used it as opportunity that they could go for a longer time frame because of the ticket price. So,
it all helps.
And it does make me feel I guess valued a little bit, or like you want my family to come in and make it part of our lifestyle or traditions versus you want us to come one time and never come again.
Yeah. They're trying to,
You know?
And we talk
Spend
about
our life savings
exactly,
and never come back.
exactly. They never come back. But I think you're spot on that the philosophy behind the company and more specifically with the parks, I believe they're beginning to realize, like, hey, that model doesn't work for longevity. It doesn't work for longevity because sooner or later you're going to begin hitting the empty hole of, like, hey, people can't afford to go there, or people are like, that's too expensive, or and you price people out. You can't, that model you're set up for an eventual downfall. And I feel like this is where I go back to with Iger. He didn't have that in his mind. I don't think he did.
Probably not.
No. And then I feel like Josh is like, hey, I want to cement my legacy. And I'll tell you what, as we go into D23, I think I'm going to put my case out that this is Josh now beginning to do that. And I'm happy to see it. But as we get into D23, I'll elaborate more.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well put. Yeah. All right. Well, for that, we're done with the news. And now let's go to the feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay. Wow. As I mentioned earlier in the show, what a great time, an interesting time to be a Disney fan. Yep. We can talk about what happened. Let me see the things. I really want to talk about what is the first on my mind about what was released last night. I don't know if we should go that way or should we go in the order of events.
That
you call this one, Udi.
Why don't we begin with Friday?
Okay.
Because that I feel is going to be the shorter bit of the conversation.
Sure.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Okay, so we can talk about before the panel, the entertainment panel, the movie panel. I'm not sure what the actual name of that.
Entertainment panel, I think.
The show floor opened up, of course, and Walt Disney Imagineering was there. They had a pavilion where you could go and see models of things and walk around things and talk to Imagineers. And how I was telling Wendy about that the other day. Like, that alone would be enough for me to go down there and just spend the afternoon looking at the models, talking to these people, trying to pick their brains about stuff.
Yeah, the next one, we have to go.
Yes, that's in the works.
We have to be down there at least a little bit.
Yes.
But anyway.
Yeah, I already asked Wendy if she'd be down for going for 3 days. And she goes, well, I'll go. But I would not expect her to go for 3 days. I don't want to go for 3 days. I have no interest in, like, today's stuff.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'd rather be in the park.
Panels you're interested in.
Yeah, I'd rather be in the park today.
I'd rather be in the park. I want to go to the expo floor and look at all the models and talk to people. And I want to go to the parks panel at night and buy some merchandise if I see that looks cool. But that's really what I want to do. But so she's down with that. And I think with George and Conductor, we're going to try and coordinate tickets for that and everything. So
yeah.
And Becky and Tim and company.
Yeah.
They had all of the they had the new so they had the new models out there for Avatar. That came out before the panels did.
Yeah.
The Avatar Destination, which shows a slice of what this land will be eventually, with the monorail as reference on the side, which I found that to be quite interesting. And then there was all kinds of stuff regarding Adventures Campus. And I kind of want to just focus on our parks. I mean, we could talk a little bit about the other parks, but that was really what the floor was. There was an Avatar walkthrough experience too you could do, which was interesting. But let's talk about the movies that were announced. Let's just start with Friday evening's panel to see what they announced. So let's just go through this to see what we can. And we actually talked about this last night's show a little bit, but we didn't have Becky.
No.
All right. So first up is The Incredibles 3. The Parr family, Frozone and Edna, are all back for Incredibles 3. There was a sneak peek. They had some concept art. So what do you guys think about that?
I mean, I know we knew that it's going to come. I'll want to see it.
Sure.
I'm not, like, shouting from the rooftops, like, want to go run, down the street. But I'll see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel basically the same way. Like, I like the characters. I like the first couple movies. They're fun, but I'm not going to go crazy bananas to go watch it. I feel like this is them continuing to keep that presence in the park relevant. Plays a part of it. And I'm curious because it's been described as it's going to follow the kids. So I don't know how far that is going to happen. I don't know if they're going to be like, make it a teen thing. Like, hey, now we're older and we're trying to figure out how we're going to be as a superhero. And that could be the story, which is fine. So we'll see. It's one of the things, like, anytime now we're going to get a sequel announcement, which we got a few of them in here, we're all going to be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And sure. I mean, this falls right in line with the IP theming they have in DCA. So yeah, it's good.
I also think too, Incredibles is one that you can have continuing stories, and it does work. Just the way that it's set up.
Yeah.
So it's not like a terrible thing to have continuing stories from there.
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, I feel like it's going to be curious. I'm curious on how that one is going to play, though, as far as in, like, the box office and how many people go watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know how. Again, these are the kind of moves that Disney makes when we kind of go like, okay, in one of the other movies that got announced, we were kind of like, who asked for this? I don't think this one quite falls into that yet.
No.
No.
But it's one of those things like moving after this one will be interesting. I'm interested to see the general reaction to the film and how popular it is or isn't. And I think that will really determine it moving forward, like most of the time it does with movie franchises.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Next up is that comes out when? June 18th, 2028. Sorry, June 16th.
Yeah.
Not that it matters.
Yeah.
Still a while though.
It's a while.
About a year.
Oh, 2 years.
27.
Yeah.
It says 28.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was 27. So 2 years.
This is not. Udi asked for this. The new Simpson movie.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
Yeah, I had nothing to say about this.
Okay, I unfortunately have a lot to say.
Okay.
So Tim likes The Simpsons.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I told him, and he went on a very long rant and was like, do I need to come on and talk about this? Because he was like, are you just going on and on? He actually loves The Simpsons.
Okay.
He went through a whole lot of stuff that I can't even regurgitate. But he said that if they do anything political, but he's unsure if how it's working as far as if Disney's fully taking over completely or if old people are working on it, how that's set up.
Right.
But he said if there's anything political, he will be done and furious with it.
Right. And, I have a feeling that a lot of that agenda in
gone.
Disney is gone and going away.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too.
I think and I feel like I feel like this is why they're beginning to return to, it's easier to do. Bob Iger started the initiative by going to doing sequels and that kind of thing,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I think in some small way he realized I need to go back because the path forward is not working. I'm not going to go off on how much they've lost in that sector, but I feel like they know now they have to not venture into there because in its current format, as we're too polarized, and it has too many people set on a razor's edge. So you either do that and run the risk of alienating half the people that would come see it, or you just stay away from it and you let people just enjoy it, which is kind of the point. So
Right.
I'm thinking, again, I'm not going to go see it. I could care less about The Simpsons, to be fair.
Yeah,
I used
same.
to watch it decades ago. I don't anymore. But I feel like this may be a common theme beginning to move throughout the entirety of the company.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't disagree, and I'm sure it will be successful because there's a lot of people that love The Simpsons.
Yeah, there is.
So yeah, that's great. My only thing with these guys is that I do not want to see these guys at all in any parks.
No.
Oh, I would be livid if
Okay.
I saw them at any parks.
They don't fit.
Other than at Universal Studios when I go there.
Yeah.
It does not fit. I was not even allowed to watch The Simpsons as a kid.
Oh.
I just think that now, even as a parent, watching some of I would not allow my kids to watch that. Just the disrespect and some of the behavior, whether it's culturally relevant or not.
Yeah.
I don't think it is a family show necessarily.
No.
Not a young family. It doesn't bridge everybody together. I do not think it belongs in a Disney park whatsoever.
What about downtown Disney or Disney Springs?
No, I don't think it belongs anywhere near. I think Universal Studios is a great place to get.
Sure.
It fits there because you do have some of the adult type theming, and it works. That's fine. It does not bother me there. It doesn't bother me to take the kids through there. The attraction, I wouldn't let my kids on the attraction right now. I wouldn't agree with that because of the content.
Yeah.
But at Disneyland, Disney, anything, no downtown Disney.
Yeah.
Nowhere even within a I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean,
50-mile radius.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, for me, it doesn't fit. It'd be almost like I'm trying to think of a good analogy. Like, are you going to put that in the park? Like, it is so out of tune with Disney and
It is.
Disneyland. Again, not throwing shade on anybody who likes it. I'm not throwing shade at Tim or any fan of
No.
it, but it doesn't belong in that area because it doesn't fit the theme. It doesn't fit with everything that's got going on. You
Yeah.
cannot put that in there anywhere. And I feel like some people are like, oh yeah, because no, stop. It doesn't fit. So you can be a fan of it, but it just doesn't fit. I agree completely. Like Universal, 100%.
Six Flags.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Six Flags, 100%.
Sure.
Like let it go over there.
State Fair. Sure.
Pay,
Yeah.
take your licensing money from them,
Yeah.
and then be good with it. Do not bring it in the park. Do not bring it in the
I'd
park.
be upset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to another thing that's near and dear to Udi's heart. Actually, this one is.
Yeah, it
The
is.
Princess Diaries 3. Disney has yet to release a first look or release date for the highly anticipated Princess Diaries 3. However, star Anne Hathaway did come to D23 in order to provide eager audience with an update that the work on the film is still underway. Okay,
Yep.
so this is good, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to have Julie Andrews, right? I would
Yeah.
imagine. Right.
Well, I hope so. How old is Julie Andrews? If they're still in production.
I don't know, but she's.
She's gotta be
I have a
80s?
feeling. I already know the story arc.
Oh, okay.
Without, I mean, I can already tell what the story arc is going to be.
Okay.
She's going to be now taking over for Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews is going to be like, I'm
Yeah.
too old, and now
Oh.
she's going to become the Queen Genovia. And I'm going to go along with, she's now going to have a family, and now she's going to have her own little princesses. That feels like it's the
That's-
natural projection of the character. Like, that is how the character should go.
And I do like that. I like Princess Diaries. I was in high school when it came out. Early high school, I think. So I mean, I am younger than Anne Hathaway, but I kind of grew up
Mm-hmm.
seeing that. So, like, I think that fits the lifestyle.
Yep.
But Julie Andrews is 90.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
So,
90?
yeah.
Yeah, and I do feel like, well, I hope she's in great health but
Yeah.
you could slow down a lot. Like, I do hope that they kind of put a move on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get going.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll go see it in the theater. I mean, maybe.
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 But you might go see Ghost Market.
I will.
Okay. Ghost Market is, who knows what, that's coming on. Pixar is officially diving into the supernatural with their very first Ghost movie, Ghost Market, arriving spring 2028. So this is, is it actually going to be at the theaters, or is it going to be, it doesn't say. Oh, yep, it's theaters in the spring of 2028. All right. It's a date, Udi.
Yeah, I'm going. Like,
We're going. We can take us now.
I saw that, and
We
I
gotta
was
go
kind
pick
of.
our seats right now for Ghost
Oh, I
Market.
know, right? I'm going to run. No, but I made the comment, like, this is one of the ones that actually has me interested.
Yes.
Like, I was like, oh, cool. This is one of the more fun ones that popped up. That I had me. Well, you asked me what was the other one? We'll get to it. Like,
Yeah.
It also seems like a new story.
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
a reimagined or a sequel.
Right.
And that's exciting.
Right, because they're coming up with, what was the other one?
Gato.
No.
Yeah.
The other movie, Coco 2. Okay, so Gato's coming out in Coco 2, and I said that out of all the movies that are coming, animated-wise, that this one has me the most excited. And then Mark was like, this was on last night's show on stream, he goes, even more than Coco? And I went, yes, only because of the fact that this is new.
Yes.
Completely new. It's in a genre they haven't really done. I like how the feel of it, and this one had me more like, hey, that's cool. That looks like it could be fun. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for this one.
Yeah. Now, what about Gato?
Gato, we'll see.
Okay.
I said it yesterday that I have a coworker, we call him Gato because he has 9 lives. Yeah, he has 9 lives. So
Okay. And we don't, this comes out March the next year.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, Gato does?
Yeah.
that hurt my ears.
Oh, you're not going to watch it now. We're not going to see it.
Why?
Because the Venetian stray cat Nero was voiced by Mark Ruffalo.
I don't care.
Oh, I thought you and him were on speaking terms.
We're not, but I can go watch a movie if it's good.
Okay.
I watched
Okay.
Spider-Man. He's in Spider-Man, and I love the heck out of that movie,
Okay.
which we haven't seen, and Mark needs to catch up on. You have 2 days to catch up on 3 movies.
2 days? Why?
You're going to go Tuesday, cheap day.
Okay. We are
Oh, you haven't watched the other Spider-Mans?
No, I don't watch anything.
Even I've watched
Becky,
those,
the
and I
li-
like them.
The homework list that this man has is getting longer every day. I said, you got to watch this, you got to watch that. Like,
Yeah.
we have Doomsday coming. He needs to watch
Uh-huh.
Loki. So no, but to be fair, so do I. I need to get caught up
Okay.
on the last half of the
Yeah.
season 2 and 3, and then season 3, right? And then they're coming out with the with Endgame, an extended cut,
Yeah.
which is going to help tie into Doomsday, and we need to go see that. So I'm like,
Yes.
Mark, and then not to mention Zootopia's, both of them. So he's
Oh,
got
jeez.
Zootopia,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Zootopia 2, and now they announced Zootopia 3. Homeboy's behind.
I'm way
Yeah,
behind.
And you haven't watched Moana either.
No.
And then
Yeah.
next you're going to tell
Is
me
that
you
even
haven't.
out already?
What?
The live action?
No.
But you haven't even watched the animated,
The-
have you?
No.
See?
Wait a minute. The live action isn't out yet? For
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it's
is.
out in theater, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, not
Yeah.
on streaming yet.
No,
No,
but
it's in theaters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Yeah.
this is rubbish. I know. Okay, well, moving on. Since I'm making myself sound like a fool.
Yeah, and
with this
then
stuff.
next you're going to tell me you haven't seen the original Coco either.
I have.
Oh, God
you
damn.
hadn't?
Yeah.
Wait,
No, he
you
has.
haven't seen Coco?
No,
I
he
have- I
has.
have
He
seen it.
has.
Oh
Can
my
you hear
God,
all the
I thought you
birds in
were
the
telling me.
background, Becky?
Yeah, I can.
We're coming to you from Adventureland this morning.
you wish.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
I wish. We all wish. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish.
I'll have to record. I don't think they'll let me bring all this gear in here.
No.
Anyways, Coco 2 comes out 2029.
Right. So
Oh.
now with Coco coming, okay, and we talked about it in our thread, in our chat thread, on our text
Yeah.
thread about that. And Becky, you were worried a little bit, like, the new story.
Yes, but before we knew that there was going to be the movie,
Correct.
the new story coming to the
Right.
attraction.
So so I said once they announced the movie, I'm like, okay, cool. Like maybe we don't need to worry. And then let me further calm your nerves.
Okay.
During the park panel, they talked about the attraction, and they said they're working closely with Pixar as they're developing the Coco attraction so that it all ties in. Okay?
Oh, that's awesome.
Right. So I think we're okay.
Okay,
I think
good.
we're okay.
I think we're okay.
That
Yeah.
actually makes me feel very excited.
And the funny part is, as soon as she said it, I was like, well, I'll wait till tell Becky tomorrow because I know
Okay.
she was worried about it, so I'll tell her tomorrow. But yeah.
That's,
Okay.
that's awesome.
The one thing that I need to question about this,
Uh-oh.
well, many things.
Are you going to run it?
No.
Okay.
Is it has a release date of November of 2029.
Mm-hmm.
That means that's over 3 years from now. We gotta wait for the Coco attraction.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, dude, everybody needs to calm down with their timelines.
Okay.
These people,
I'm not.
not you, but there's so many people out there. I just feel like I'm going to do this ad nauseum, and I'm going to piss people off with this.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep on saying it because you guys won't get it through your head. You do not set the timelines for these. I know we all want them quicker because I'm right there with you.
Oh.
But getting frustrated and angry at them, save yourself the frustration. The timelines are what they're going to be. They're going to be working as quick as they can. This stuff takes time. So I said it before. I'm going to dedicate my time until this stuff starts opening, reminding everybody, you guys don't know what it takes to build these unless you're in the industry. And I feel
True.
like I need to give you that window so you understand. You may not be happy. I get it. You may not be.
Udi's
you-
dose of reality. So
I have to do it because I don't want people to get pissed off and frustrated when they feel like it's going too slow. I get it.
Yeah.
I feel the
Well-
same thing, but I need to tell you, I feel like I need to try to pry open the window a little bit so you get a
Yeah.
better understanding of what's going on.
Yeah, it is true because when I hear 29, I'm like, oh, that's forever. You know,
Exactly.
why didn't you just wait and tell me in 2 years when it's closer, you know,
Yeah.
but it is true. It takes time, and we all want it to be great, not just good. And we've seen some things they've done a facelift on and rushed.
Yeah.
Not great.
yeah.
So
we don't want that.
quick, cheap work isn't good. Good work takes time.
Yes.
You have to let them cook. So
When is the Olympics?
28.
28. So it
we're,
won't be
we'll
ready
have we
for-
have Avengers. Well, Avengers will.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, that
And-
gets announced.
And
We'll
hopefully,
get there. We'll get
Hopefully,
there.
hopefully
We'll talk
parking
about
for the
that
park.
trip.
Yeah, I feel I fully like I'll keep track of that, but I feel like that will be up and going.
It will be.
Yeah.
All right, the next movie, of course, is from Becky. She put her request.
I know, and they listened.
It is the Bluey movie.
Yes.
Actually, it was about actually a movie all about the ghost energy drinks.
I know, right? The ghost.
The Ghost Market, actually, what that is about. Okay, the Bluey movie hits theaters August 6th. That is a year away, less than a year away from now. So you must be stoked.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Yeah.
Head to see the Bluey movie.
Yes. Okay.
Very intelligent. I'm honestly kind of surprised it took them this long to put one out.
Yeah,
Because
I know.
Bluey's been blowing up forever.
Yeah, it has.
Yep.
And it is something that, like, as a parent, well, I know you even know about it not having small kids, but it's like it is something that as a parent, we all love it. There's nobody that's like, oh, I hate when my kid watches Bluey.
Yeah.
Or like Paw Patrol. I have one friend, they're like, oh, I can't stand when they watch Paw Patrol. Like, I can't stand when they watch this. And Bluey is one that everybody, like, the parents are wanting to watch still.
You know, I've never watched an episode of Bluey. I don't care to. But when I sit at a square table with two grown men who are both fathers, and start getting emotional over Bluey, I went like, okay, I got it. Like, these are two. One's an ex-cop and the other one's my brother.
Yeah.
And they're
Jericho's
getting
emotional?
because he watched it with Cooper.
Mark, you totally would.
Yeah.
And, like, you would think of just being a dad
Yeah.
and growing up,
Yeah.
like your girls growing up.
Yeah.
But there are things that have hit home. There's an episode I watched the other day that I have seen already a bunch of times, and I get emotional every time. But it's just about the mom kind of talking and how, like, the girls are now growing up and they're wanting to win everything and be the best at everything, and then kind of going through the timeline of, like, them growing up and doing the milestones, and, like, maybe you feeling inadequate as a parent because somebody else beat you to the milestone, but then like rolling over or walking or pulling up, but then how, like, it really doesn't matter. Like, I'll get emotional just talking about it, but it's so well done and so relatable that the child sees one thing, but the parent sees something even deeper. And it is just like a good reminder at the same time. It's just, it's a show where you actually see a dad figure, like being a dad and playing with the kids, and not just like, oh, everything's on your mom.
Right.
To
Positive
take care of the
role
kids.
model.
It's just,
Good.
it's a really good show.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to check it out.
Like I said, I'll never watch an episode, and I don't care to, but I appreciate that. And those are two guys that I know and trust their opinions on things. So when they got like that, I was sitting around, I'm like, holy crap! I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you would. It wouldn't be one that necessarily you want to pick up and watch by yourself at night.
Oh.
Like for you, but you would appreciate it if you watched it, and even like being an uncle, you would relate to things.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Well said. I'll check it out. Maybe.
Yeah, put it on the bottom of your... Oh, my God.
That's a list. I know.
List is...
If they're only like 8 minutes, though, or like 12 minutes, so it'd be the shortest on
I
your
feel
list.
I feel like I'm gonna curate a list of Mark's must watches.
You need to. I asked you to do that.
You did ask me to do that, but I'm gonna start posting it online, and then he's the one who's gonna have to take that post and then check it off as you do it. And I think I'm just gonna have to shame you.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, shame. Okay, it's fine. I get it. I deserve it.
Oh,
I deserve all of it.
Oh, my God.
All right, next up is Tangled. The hits keep on coming here. You're really stoked about this.
Dude.
Catherine Hahn.
Mother Gothel. As Mother Gothel. I was so excited because I thought, in my thing, we all knew eventually they would get here, right? They're going to make a Tangled live action. I was like, Mother Gothel would be Catherine Hahn, Mother Gothel. Then they announce it, and I'm like, holy crap. And then they show her, and I'm like, heavens to Betsy. Oh, my God, perfect. Like, exactly how I pictured her. I'm like, oh, beautiful. I will say, and you guys know this, Tangled is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast, obviously being the top one, but this one ranks up pretty high. Coco's up here, too, and so is this one. Everything that they've put out, which, mind you, isn't a ton, But what it showed to me is that they are really paying attention to the original animated film. They released a short kind of like BTS of the scene where the young kids are braiding Rapunzel's hair. Remember?
Oh, yeah. I didn't see that.
And they actually did that live action, the kids dancing, braiding her hair. The shot is like above shot, and I'm like looking at it going, dude, that is so cool.
Yeah.
They actually have the close-ups of her braided hair as she's walking through, remember, with all the flowers and everything. You guys remember those scenes in the movie? They have a close-up of that, and I'm like, it looks amazing. The other thing, here are the things that really are the small touches that stood out to me. The lanterns is one. The way they do the lantern ceremony looked amazing.
That was awesome.
The other part was the rapport between the two actors playing Eugene.
Oh, yeah.
And playing Rapunzel. Their rapport had a lot of that vibe from the movie, from the animated movie. The other part was the actress is going far enough. Rapunzel is barefoot in most of the movie. She's been going barefoot. So they've actually made like these clear plastic kind of silicone things to put on her feet. So when she's going through the cobblestone and walking through, so her feet are somewhat protected. So they're doing that. Max, the horse, they're using a combination of a real horse and an animatronic horse. So they're paying attention to these things because we all know, like, how are they going to do, like, that was my thing, well, how are they going to do Max? That horse is so emotive through the entire thing. Like, how are they going to do it? And then I saw the pictures of the actual horse, the one they're using, one of them, and then the animatronic Max face, and I'm like, holy crap! Like they're doing this right. Yeah. So I'm excited because all these things that they've highlighted all lead me to believe that they're really doing this one right. Hopefully, as it moves along, we get more. We get a trailer, a teaser trailer, something that'll help show more. But so far, I'm stoked for this one. I knew it was coming, and so far, that was always my concern with the live action. They've been kind of wah-wah, a few here or there. But going back to it, I feel like they know they need to start making these really well. And stay as true as they can to the source.
Star Wars Starfighter. Director Sean Levy and Ryan,
who I like.
And Ryan Gosling.
Who I also like.
Becky also likes him too.
I do.
Ooh, do not tell Tim that.
Yeah.
Yes. So there was a trailer.
Not even a trailer.
A sizzle reel.
Yeah.
For the franchise's next theatrical release. Shows a young boy playing with a decommissioned starfighter jet until pilot, who's played by Gosling, tells him off. It also features looks at the jet in action. It's fully standalone story with no other ties to Skywalker saga. Okay, so we got a little bit of a teaser, sizzler reel about this. It looks like it's going to be fun. You just have to go in with an open mind and understand this is not a Skywalker story.
So there are there is precedent for them playing away from the Skywalker saga and making it good.
Isn't Andor basically?
Exactly.
Okay.
Case in point. The only thing that I saw, which I enjoyed, was the iconography of his jacket and the symbol.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which I thought was cool. And when they put that on a shirt or somewhere, I'm probably going to get that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Here's the deep cut that I gave yesterday, what it reminded me, what his character reminded me of, and I will see if anybody else knows what I'm talking about. It reminded me of Roy from Robotech. It's an animated series back in the 80s. And I got that vibe. His general look, demeanor was like that.
Man, I've not thought about Robotech for so long.
Yeah. So, which I like. But other than that, it was very much like, okay, you told me nothing. You told me nothing. You showed me him. You showed me the young character. You showed me some iconography. You see the jet fighter kind of flying through space.
There are some battle scenes. But
yeah, and then outside of that, I know nothing.
Right.
So it's not a trailer. That's why they're going to say it's a trailer. No, it's
Yeah.
not.
No.
It really, a trailer gives you a hint of what the story's about. This gave us nothing.
Nothing.
This is why it's a sizzle. I call it a sizzle reel because a sizzle reel, its purpose is just get you excited. Like, oh, this is what we kind of do. This is what we're kind of going for as far as the look and the feel of the film.
Okay.
So that's
As Frozen. Next one is Frozen 3.
yep.
And this is going to be, as Udi mentioned last night, an evergreen IP.
Yeah. I think Frozen has elevated into an evergreen where they could literally stop here and people would be into it the entire time. Like it won't go away.
Yeah, I
Is
agree.
Star Wars evergreen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All you will deal with is the level of popularity from being really high to high.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's never going to drop to nobody cares.
What about Roman? What about Romeo and Michelle?
Nobody cares about Romeo and
So
Michelle.
they're not evergreen.
No, not
Okay.
even
People
close.
will think about Romeo and Michelle's once in a while when they have to use a Post-it.
yeah, you're right. They will.
Yeah.
They will. Okay, X-Men.
Good.
That's good.
I'm excited for this. Adam Driver announces Mr. Sinister.
Becky was talked about that.
Yeah. Yes, you like that? Yeah. I'm amped for this because I feel like again they're tracking better than what they have.
This is 2028.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming out after the next one.
The next one is Adventure Doomsday. We got a new trailer for that.
Yeah, that dude, I'm getting so amped for that. It's ridiculous. Now, mind you, Disney has said this for everybody.
Yeah.
You need to watch Loki to be somewhat caught up. I don't think you need to. Other people are trying to say you need to watch all the. I'm like, no. Phases 4, 5, and 6, you can almost clearly eliminate most of this. I don't think it's going to apply. But when they come out and say you need to watch Loki, then multiverse is going to be in. So you need to be somewhat aware. So if you're 1, 2, 3, you're good, and then Loki, from my understanding, then you're good to go.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, we're not going to go to the TV shows now. I think that's enough
Yeah.
because Kingdom Hearts.
Percy Jackson don't care. Oswald.
Oh, Oswald. Is it going to be interesting?
Yeah, I'm here for Oswald.
I'm here for Oswald too, since some of it was filmed in the parks. And so that's going to be interesting.
Before we move on from this,
Yeah.
there's one more I just want to Vision Quest. I'll just briefly. Another thing that I think is showed tracking Marvel is trying to regain what it lost, and they're actually going to areas which people can plug back into.
Yeah.
So Vision Quest, I was down with WandaVision. A lot of people were kind of mixed about it, but if you watch WandaVision and actually look at it in a totality of it, it was a really good series. Plays with mental tricks and the stuff, the trauma that Wanda was going through and all that. Anyway, now lastly, before we go, here's the one that I'm super amped for, that I cannot wait for.
Right.
That really made me super happy because the visions and the images that they gave us for this made me go, holy mother, yes.
Was it Scrub season 3?
Yeah, it was totally. God, I'm so excited for that. No. Ahsoka season 2.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Ahsoka,
I thought you might be.
yeah, no, Ahsoka season 2. Ahsoka's first season was an 80% for me. There was some really cool stuff in there and some stuff I'm like, what are they doing? But it's Filoni. It is Filoni. That was his first real product standalone by himself. I feel like from what we saw in the trailer, he's gained his footing, and he knows he's more secure. I'm going to equate this kind of like what is a common pattern for him so far, which is first season out of the gate is a little stumbly, setting up some stuff, doesn't quite do it as well as he could, and then he gains his traction and he begins to move. I got that feeling from watching the teaser trailer that this is what's happened. That he's gained his traction. He's focused in on how he wants to tell. He figured out what he had to figure out in the first season on how to tell the story he wanted to tell in live action. And then now he goes, because when you look at Clone Wars, by the time he's in season 2 and 3, he's firing on cylinders. Same thing with Rebels. Season 2 of Rebels all the way to the end of 4, all cylinders firing. So I feel like this has been his track record, and this is what we're going to get. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, that was just the first 10 minutes of the panel. No.
Right.
Yeah, you tune into the LTP. We do go deep, and I think people do appreciate that.
Yeah,
So
that's what we're here for.
If you want a long podcast, you got one.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about last night's panel because that was really, for me, that was the centerpiece of everything that D23 is. And I'm still abuzz. I mean, my thoughts from last night have changed thoughts from this morning.
Yeah, because we got more info.
And I did a long walk this morning to sort of think about, okay. And I honestly felt just more positive than I had last night because I was a little frustrated with some things.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we want to talk about the whole presentation because
no, we don't have to.
Because we both, I think we're all on the same page. Well, unless Becky might like it, but I don't know your thought on it. But what are your thoughts about like the singing and dancing and the comedy bits?
Well, I haven't watched them. I guess I'll have more of an opinion when I'm able to watch a recap of what you guys did yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Just since, I mean, I like entertainment, but maybe like you mean they're just throwing it in instead of like getting to talk about stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think probably unnecessary and probably just to add to the buildup. You know, I don't think I would agree. I don't think that that's necessary.
Right.
To like drag it out and just have that. There's other places you can do that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like, and I made the comment yesterday during our live stream. I love and appreciate the effort, the showmanship, the talent that was on display, as far as from NPH to the band to everybody coming out. That was a player. But in this arena, it's too much. It's too much. I felt like if they wanted to do a show, because the opening act paid homage to the park. Haunted Mansion,
all the animatronics,
the animatronics, Small World. What else did they do? They did little shout outs to everything.
Yeah,
to good chunks of the park. Amazing, very cool. But I'm like, I feel like that's a separate show. I'm here to learn about what you're doing in the parks.
Yes.
I love that stuff, but in the arena, it's too much.
And to your point, I didn't mind the opening number, but if they just kept that.
Mm-hmm. To kick it off and to like open and close with that, beautiful. Maybe one in the middle, like an intermission type thing, okay. But they did it too much.
And the comedy sideshow stuff was just not needed.
That was awkward to me.
Yeah.
It was awkward.
You're gonna see, Becky. You're gonna go.
Okay.
This is a bit not necessary.
And I love Neil. I love Neil Patrick Harris. He does an amazing job, as he always does. Anytime you see him, whether he's acting or doing an MC type of thing, he is awesome. You can tell he's putting everything he can into it, whether it's working or not. And you could see that there were some obvious blunders last night, and he just played with them and went with them. So. When I saw that they said like that Neil Patrick Harris was going to be the MC for this thing, I'm like, oh, awesome!
Yeah, because
so excited for that.
Because first and foremost, he's a fan.
Yeah,
it would be like if they had Chris Hardwick do it too, because that guy's into it.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead. What you say, Becky?
I was gonna say, it's like what we talked about earlier. I think before we recorded, just like a John Stamos, like that
he was on there.
Foremost,
he did show up.
He did show up.
Yeah.
Well, it's like first and foremost, that they're a fan.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I found cool about it last night, because there's many times he's sitting on the couch or the chair, talking to guests. And then behind him, they're showing like the concept art. He's not looking at the guests.
No.
He's up there looking at the concept art going, what's this? What's that?
Oh, no. And you know what? I didn't point it out last night, but I was sitting there watching him. The second the screen came up, he would flip around and be like, he could not care less about the people on the couch next to him.
I love that.
Which was great because he's just like, because his awe and wonder is like, because he didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't know any of this stuff.
So what are they talking about? So he's like, oh, cool. And he comes back to, wow, that's amazing. I mean, it was one of those things that watching him through the process of going through it, he just rolled with everything, and he was great. They could not have picked a better guy. Yeah. John Stamos came out for a little bit, and I like him too in this area, but he's not NPH, man. He's not.
No.
Yeah. Well, Neil Patrick Harris is like an entertainer in a different way.
Yeah.
Like there's a difference between being able to live entertain and then like act.
and he does both,
I guess,
which
yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah,
So no,
yeah.
he
He's a performer.
yeah, he
For
really
sure.
is, and he understood his job. He did. And I
That's
feel
cool.
like there are a couple moments during the comedy bits that he was kind of like, this is stupid, but we're going through it and we're going to make the best out of it. Like he was laughing, kind of that chuckle, like, God,
Oh, yeah.
okay, we're doing this. All right, I guess we're doing this. Okay, because it was so, because I forget who was the other guy, the one who voiced Fix-It Felix.
Oh, that guy.
He was the one that was not the good part of it. He
No.
was the one that always made it like, and he was in there too many times to make it. It was all awkward every time he popped up.
Yeah. Enough of that guy.
Yeah, and outside of the Fix It Felix part, because that's literally he voiced that character. That was fine because it actually fit. All the other times he popped in, I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here? Anyway.
Anyways, so again, we are a Disneyland Resort centered podcast,
Yeah.
but I don't want to delve too deeply about the other parks, but we're going to do like a 10,000 foot surface.
Yeah.
Tropical Americas at Animal Kingdom is going to be badass.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be the new Indiana Jones and the Myth of the Jade Serpent.
Yep.
Okay, that fits perfectly over there. The Encanto attraction looks incredible.
Yeah.
And I was very happy to see that. Very happy.
Go ahead.
The way they presented that that what they're doing there is pretty cool. I feel like even though I'm not a fan of Encanto, I just don't. I haven't made it through the movie.
I remember, yeah.
But looking at how they're planning to the story they're planning to tell and how they're planning to tell it, I was like, that's cool. And I'm glad they're doing it because I think it's gonna be a really fun attraction, and people who are really fans of Encanto are really gonna enjoy it and really connect in with that, which is all we should all really want, right? So,
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. I was like, that looks cool.
So yeah, that looks cool. So
I do have, I'm sorry, but a question regarding the Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Because, so whenever I was reading about it this morning, it said something interesting, like for the first time ever, like the perspective through Harrison Ford or something.
yes.
But I didn't quite understand that, what they were meaning, because I know obviously he's in ours, but I don't know if maybe he was that involved in it, or they're meaning he's going to be actually in there more, or if you could further explain.
What they're doing is they're actually taking his likeness, his direct likeness, and putting it into the attraction. So if you're aware, we all know our Indy over here, it roughly looks like Harrison Ford.
Why did it have to be tourists?
Yeah, exactly.
I remember hearing like he wasn't like super into it, I think,
Right.
at the time, or like
So-
just stuff didn't work out. Okay.
Right. So now they're actually taking scans and he came on. They did a small video presentation with Harrison Ford saying, yeah, they're using my likeness, and they actually put up some of the work that they're doing on the 3D work they're doing to capture his face.
Wow.
And so they're directly putting it into the attraction. So that's what they mean by that, which I'm like, it's about time. I don't know why they didn't before. Maybe Harrison didn't want to do it. Maybe because
or just like busy.
Harrison is Harrison, man. That guy can get a little ornery, a little bit like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like with Han Solo, like he's like, I don't want to do Han anymore because he didn't want to get tied to the character, blah, 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 whatever, dude. But, so that's what it is. And and then they showed, they named, right, it's the, what was it? The Myth of the Jade Serpent.
Yeah, I think there's something very close to that, yeah.
And the imagery behind the serpent itself, holy crap.
Yep.
That is something that looks amazing. Like, it's hard to describe. But it looks really cool. You guys need to go find that.
Yeah.
That image, though, it looks really good.
Yeah. So Animal Kingdom looks incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the back of my mind, I'm thinking, Udi, someday we got to go out there.
It's on a list of things to do.
No, we got to go out there.
To where?
To Magic Kingdom.
No, I know.
And see this stuff, because I just... The things that they're announcing, it is worth it.
Well, I will tell you, when they finish off
Yes.
Piston Peak, and Villain's Land.
Let's go there right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
well-
let's go to that topic right now.
No, okay. Well,
Sorry, go ahead.
we'll transfer over to that. Okay.
No, finish your thought.
No, but when they finish that, then yeah, I'll be highly
you're
incentivized to
ready.
go. Yeah, because I feel like what they showed yesterday is more than I was thinking they were going to do.
Yeah.
So when you go into Piston Peak, right, we have now been seeing concept art for a little while. And had we seen a model
Of what?
of Piston Peak?
No.
So now we have one, don't we?
We do. It's massive.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really big. So they actually went in a little bit further detail about the attraction itself.
Oh, man.
And I will tell you what, it is more than I thought, because I feel like when it originally got announced, automatically the haters came out, which was like crazy.
I was one of them.
Well, I think we
Yeah.
all were. And the question I'm going to pose, okay, and I posed this to Conductor and George last night on their live stream, but they didn't catch it. So once we actually sit down and talk with them, I'm going to ask them this one question, and this is what I'm going to ask all of you guys as well. Becky, once you see that presentation, and you guys have both been there, so I'm curious about your opinion. Once you see that, is what we're going to get and what they're working on worth the trade-off of losing the river? Mind you, I have a very skewed perspective because I've never been there. I never saw the original, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
I will say, with what I saw last night, wow. Like, the idea behind the race and how they're going to do it is something that I didn't think they were doing. And that made me go, holy crap, like, that may actually be worth the exchange, in my mind.
Whenever we saw the model too, but not a lot of context behind it, my initial thought was, wow, this is a lot more than I pictured being there.
Yes.
And now I have not been there since 2021. So it's been a while, and I'm not as familiar as I would be with Disneyland. But my initial thought is I have visions of waiting in line for like the Haunted Mansion over there,
Yeah.
doing a couple of things. And it does make a lot of use of that space. That was kind of my initial thought. I have a hard time still, probably until I actually experience something, to say, yes, I'm glad that you took out Rivers of America. But it adds a lot. And I don't think you could deny that.
No.
You know?
You cannot.
You know, that part. And if they're going to do it, I'm glad that they're doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, from what you saw, Mark, are you like thinking, okay, worth it?
Well, I still don't know. No one's ever been able to answer the question. Is that there's so much land there? Why did you have to take out Rivers of America for that? Because, I mean, to me, it's a slice of Americana. And not only that, they have a Liberty Square there that ties into all this. We don't have that here at our park. So for me, that made it extra special. And it just, there's, it's one of those things that when you're at Walt Disney World, the Magic Kingdom, which is strange to me because I still don't know all the phrasing of the terms there. When I say Magic Kingdom, I think I must be talking about their Disneyland version.
Yes.
When I say Walt Disney World, that means everything, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the whole, all
that's
the
how
hotels,
I take it.
the whole result. And Magic Kingdom is just their Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Or, what we would consider Disneyland.
Yeah. So that part of Magic Kingdom, they throw a lot at you going in and out of there. But that was a nice, quiet spot that I think, okay, this is cool. This pays homage to America. But there must be some reason why they didn't choose, the other acres or that they could have used. So it's done. The die is cast. And I'm just gonna have to say, I'm glad we have it here. And I encourage everyone in California when they visit our parks, please go on the Mark Twain. Please go to Thomas Sawyer's Island. Please go on the canoes. Do the Sailing Ship Columbia and hang out there and appreciate it for what it is. But Piston Peak looks badass. It looks incredible. I want to know about the technology behind this race car thing.
Yeah.
It looks everything. And there's yet another ride there that's going to be not that great, but it's going to be a trackless type of Mater's or whatever.
Yeah, the fiery. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can find
the
that
same
one.
technology. It's a trackless car thing. But there's lots of things for kids and families to do. There's bridges. It looks like there's geysers. There's bodies of water. There's things for you to get involved in. They didn't mention any sort of restaurant that I remember from last night.
I don't remember.
But
either,
you know that's coming, and dude, it looks incredible, and I'm stoked. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So I guess it's going to be okay. We lose Rivers America for that.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, we can't see. That's why I'm curious about that, because I know currently we don't. Nothing's done. So I'm curious, like, if the emotions are beginning to shift a little bit because now more information is coming out. And again, for me, it got me a little bit more excited because it looked like, okay, they're not just ripping stuff out. But I do have that same question, like, well, you had land over here. Why didn't you put that? Which then makes me go, okay, what do you have planned for that then?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good point.
What do you have planned for that? If you don't want to do that here in that wide open area,
Yeah.
and you're willing to rip out the river
Yeah.
to put that there, okay, but what do you have going over there that
Yes.
is going to be something that, like, no, we don't want to put that there because we're going to put this there?
Don't know. We're not privy to these conversations.
not. I
But
wish we were.
so that, and let's tie it in with Villains Land.
Bro. The rumor mill had been going back and forth about what they were going to do with the land, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody, I mean, like I said, I don't want to feed into the negativity because there's enough of it out there. And people were going all kinds of bananas over this thing.
Yes.
And I was looking at it like, oh, the rumor mill is they're going to do a kid thing. It's going to be more kid-centric. And it's going to be one of those things where, and they're going to take the edge off it and blah, 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 blah. And I went, oh my gosh. And I made the comment on the show, God, I really hope they don't do that. I think if they did that, they would be missing the mark on a ginormous scale. After yesterday's park panel, I'm happy to say they're not doing that. They're staying dark. Everything that we got yesterday is they're staying on that darker edge, which I was like, thank you, God. We were talking before the show. They brought up art for Evil Queen, Dr. Facilier, and Cruella.
Yes.
I want that art on my wall.
Yeah.
Would you wear that as a T-shirt?
Yeah, I would.
Oh.
I would, if they had that on like a front panel T-shirt, done, or on the back, done. I would wear it.
Oh.
That, along with the attractions that they announced for that, the roller coaster, that's going to be Maleficent roller coaster. They went on, and after that park panel, released the video of the model for it.
Yes.
Holy ever loving! Does that look crazy?
Yes.
The scale of it, the way it's going to throw you around, the size of it looks amazing. Like it's going to be spread out, and you're
Yeah.
going to be thrown around. It looks like.
I'm stoked for that.
Then you combine that with the other one, which is going to be, which I just literally, where did the picture go? I had it.
It's going to be
I
that
know.
boat ride that goes
the
underneath
boat ride that goes underneath.
a castle or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're going to be doing with the shards of the mirror. Dude. I'm
I
like,
want to see if I can see it.
I'm looking at Disney Parks blog right now, and I thought I just had it up. That's why I'm kind of mad, because I thought I brought it
Okay.
up. Miss Fritters.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Yeah, I think I'm seeing too the concept model
Yeah, the model.
Oh, for villains? Yeah.
for the
Maleficent?
roller coaster.
Yep.
Wow. Oh my gosh, the way the castle is.
Yep. And they made it a point. They made it a point to point out, or to point to that. They're making it around her castle, so you're going to be flying through her castle, kind of thing.
Yeah.
The other part. So the other
Wow.
the other attraction is the Mirror Realm Dark Ride. So,
Is that what they're calling it?
well, what did they? I don't think they announced the name. They did
but
not.
you know, Udi, we do have a name for the land.
Yeah. You know what they're naming it? Can you guess what they've named the land, Becky?
Villains.
Yeah. Good call. Good call.
You should be an Imagineer, Becky.
Yeah.
It's Villains Land.
Yeah. Name confirmed for Villains Land. Yeah. So those are the two going in, right? So you have that roller coaster from Maleficent, and then they have that one. The they're calling it. I'm reading it right off of Disney Parks blog. The Mirror Realm Dark Ride in Villains Land.
Is there a description?
I'm looking at
you will
it
find
right
here,
now.
Yeah,
Okay.
you will find, this is again from them, you'll find the magic mirror where the evil queen keeps him in the catacombs beneath her pristine palace. After making your way to him, he'll magically transport you into his mystical mirror realm to see things from the other side of the mirror. There, in his ethereal realm, you'll be transfixed by countless Disney villains, conjuring in ways only the magic mirror can do. A combination of special effects and physical pieces will bring in the mirror realm and this iconic villains to life. That is how that attraction is being described. They had one piece of concept art, which I found fascinating. What it is it, and I'll try to describe it for anybody.
Becky, I sent you the thing. It's got that in here.
So what you see is you're in a boat, and it kind of has the mirror, and you're seeing what they have. They have some villains highlighted in there. You have Cruella, you have Jafar,
Is that
Dr. Facilier,
Yeah.
Scar, and
Ursula.
And they're in like broken shards of a mirror. So I'm very curious on how this is going to go. But this right here alone has me going, okay, they're doing this right. They're sticking with these. Okay, so again, you look at these villains that they have highlighted. Can we look at each one individually for a little bit? Just real fast.
Sure.
Cruella de Vil, what's her thing? She wants to skin puppies. Legit. Like, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Jafar, sneaky, underhanded, trying to take over the realm. Okay, we know that. Same thing, we'll go to Dr. Facilier. Undead, all the cool stuff, all the witch, the voodoo stuff. Crazy dark, right? Scar kills his own brother for power. Ursula stealing the voice of the Little Mermaid. These are not good people, okay? These are villains, and these are... When you go into villains, so many people are in the villains because it's so dark, and it gives you the balance between the light and the dark. So this is why I find this so fascinating that they're sticking with it. I'm so happy because you cannot appreciate the good things you have in life unless you remember that there's some ugly crap out there. And the way they're going to play on these, I feel like, is going to be enough for you to be like, holy crap, that was amazingly exciting.
Yeah.
I got a little scared. I got a little like, oh crap, they're bad guys. And I remember why the movies, you feel so connected to the movies because the bad guys, in order for you to feel for the good guys and worry about them, they have to be really good bad guys. And these are really good bad guys.
Yeah.
Without good bad guys, you don't have good guys.
You know what would be cool if they during the water, if they put like under
green light and misting and stuff like that.
Dude.
And just looking at this, I know this is concept art, and we don't marry to concept art, but if they can somewhat emulate fog around the water, which they can do already, we know they can, and then light the bottom and have this so when you're moving from realm to realm, imagine if the water starts swirling green around you, and then this comes up and you get transformed and moved to another spot. Dude, can you imagine how cool that would be?
And I do wonder, we see a boat, I do wonder if they're going to use that new technology where the boat goes on tracks out of water.
I'm telling you, see, this is why it is amazing to be a fan right now, because they have pushed technology. We saw that with Rise. Once Rise came out, now we're how many years removed from Rise? 5, 4, 3, 4, 5? 6.
Yeah.
When that came out, we went, holy ever loving, this is amazing. But one thing that it also should have given everybody a little bit of glimmer of happiness and hope, because that technology now, we know, and I think we've been saying it for a while, we now know that is the bar. And when they're bringing out stuff like that, that bar is there.
Yeah.
So now you need to either match that or beat it. And now they have a firm footprint. Not only that, combined with what they've been doing overseas, that's the other part of it. So for as much anguish we've had that they've been developing, doing so much overseas, these are the things that are going to be like, now we're going to get the benefit of all that trial and error and all that stuff. And I feel like we've been gotten a few missteps here with Tiana and with what they did with the pirates, that stuff kind of not firing off. But this is them saying, the signal, this stuff is beginning to make its way over. That's why I didn't get all bent out of shape over pirates, because that is the signal that tech is finally, is coming this way.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I also am so curious, like when you're talking about the villains and the light and the dark and all of that, like when you have a dark ride at Disneyland, like thinking Fantasyland, you know, right? You have your story where it like starts happy, you go through the dark times, and then it ends, you know, happy, like your happy ending. I so wonder how this is going to end. Like how dark, you know, how dark it's going to feel.
Yeah.
But it'll be... I'm excited.
Yeah, and that is a good question, because in the land, I wonder if they would be brave enough to not give you the light at the end of the tunnel.
Just keep it dark.
And you're like, holy crap, like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Again, watching the presentation around this, I just was smiling because I was excited. I am excited because I feel like, for as I think of a no-brainer it is for us to be like, this is what they need to do, I think for them it's more of a brave decision to make, because this isn't necessarily the safest move to make for them, for that land.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that they're more family-centric, for all the reasons, right? But I also feel like they realize that this is going to cater to a ton of people. And this is going to be incredibly popular because of how many people just have taken the villains, which are the good Disney villains, and kind of adopted them. Because, again, it speaks to the whole thing of good, bad, light, dark, that whole thing, the duality of life, which is something that I am all about. So maybe that's why I feel like it's speaking to me, because it does speak to me, and I know there's tons of people who follow my train of thought about this stuff and find an appreciation. I mean, I have stuff like Memento Mori on me, which, you know, people I'll wear, which people don't know. That means remember you will die. And some people look at that dark, but it's not. It's kind of like a celebration. Remember, there are good things to be happening. So that's why I feel like all of that into Villains Land will help maneuver that. I think that's why so many people are into it. So... yeah, dude, I saw it. I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. Yeah,
so Piston Peak and Villains Land are incredible, and I'm so stoked for this.
Yeah, and that gets me going.
I wonder if by LTP's 15th year we'll be able to go.
Maybe. If it's open. That's the thing, is that we got no timelines for any of it, which I didn't expect.
Imagine this. I mean, when they do the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party
oh my god, I know. No, like that almost makes me want to get tickets to go when it's a party.
Yeah.
Just thinking of ideas that they haven't even talked about. Yeah. That could be there.
Yeah, I have done that there. It's pretty fun. It's just it's just hot and rainy.
Yeah. Well, because I think they already started too.
Yeah. Well, I went in September, and it was just.
Yeah.
I think it might cool off. Oh no, it's piping hot. But anyways, so those are the parks that are not Disneyland and DCA. So let's talk about what we did not get. We did not talk about Disney Forward, and I think now that seems very far in the future for me.
Yeah.
We did not hear anything about Downtown Disney District.
Which is fine.
Which is totally fine.
I got no issue with that.
But I did find a nice little chart of the stuff that got announced.
All right.
So let's go from the top.
Okay.
From the bottom to the top. And number 7 was Magic Happens Parade returns. Returning summer of 2027. Mickey and Friends lead the beloved daytime parade, floats and sequences inspired by Cinderella, The Sword, the Stone, and Coco. Are you okay with this, Becky? You happy about this?
Okay, so I'm not going to say I'm unhappy because I do like it a lot, but I was a little bit disappointed. I would have liked to hear of something new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. But you, as a general, you and your family enjoy hanging out for the parades, right?
We actually do. Yeah, and even prior to having kids, I love the parades.
What does Tim think about these?
Actually, Tim likes them. Whenever we...
You're to talk with Tim.
Okay. I know. Well, whenever we... Yeah, I know. You're like, think twice if you're okay with this.
Yeah, I know.
But no, actually, I think having the girls, he has a different
Sure,
appreciation.
of course he does, yeah.
Mark would know
so
that.
I think that's kind of part of it. But whenever we we went together, and I don't think we watched a parade whenever we went together before we had the kids, and like things was weird with COVID, and they didn't have stuff. But whenever we had the kids, and then I remember him not really wanting to watch a parade, and actually I think it was Magic Happens. And then the minute he sees it, and like the girls got so excited, the level of detail he had appreciation for.
Right.
Understood.
So,
Understood.
but anyway, but I like that sort of thing, regardless if my kids are there or not.
Good. I just want to say just real quick about my daughters. They both messaged me last night and this morning about Villains Land and Tomorrowland, and so I know that they're kind of paying attention. And because Villains Land to my daughters is, or the villains to them is like what Star Wars is to you.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So they're so like we gotta go. I'm like.
5 years.
A lot can happen in 5 years.
5 years.
Well, let's start saving now.
Yeah, we can start saving, but we'll figure that out. But I'm stoked that people are into this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next thing they announced was the original World of Color returns, returning February of 2027. Updated version of the original World of Color, featuring stories from The Little Mermaid, Lion King, Finding Nemo, and Toy Story, set to the Sherman Brothers' Wonderful World of Color score.
Well, a lot of people, I think, are going to, and I think Becky, you kind of echoed that. They're going to look at it and go like, "Oh man, I wanted something new."
Yeah.
Fair. I think it's a fair critique, but let me put this in your ear.
Okay.
I feel like the return to this stuff is them trying to have people go back and go like, "This is why I love Disney." For all the things that we've been complaining about and we are unhappy about the park. I think one thing that Josh is, I think in my mind now, after this, D23 is firmly put in there. He recognizes that Disney has lost some of its luster and lost some of its fans. So how do you regain your fans? How do you get their loyalty back? And I think part one is what he's doing now. Returning to the things that people go like, "Oh God, I love that show. Remember that show? Remember when we went to go see that show?" And da da da.
Remember when our daughters were kids?
Yep.
Yeah, Becky, it's gonna hit you at some point. But
I know that because even like we talk about the parades, and I just picture them like screaming for Jessie and Paint the Night, like just so many things that it's like. It's a core memory now.
Right.
You never forget it. Yeah.
But plugging back into the core memory and bringing back to the Disney that we loved and liked pre-COVID, really is going to be the key. And I've been saying it for a while. And when I saw this, I went, "You sneaky little," because I feel like he knows it.
Yeah. Nostalgia sells.
Nostalgia sells.
Yeah.
Now, the key with these moves is what's going to happen after this, correct? But again, I'm going to go to it. The recognition of where the park is, the reality of it, not whatever was made up on a ledger book, whatever. The reality of the park, where it is, people going, the fandom, the core memories being built and not being built anymore, the competition. These are all the signs that people are like, "Holy crap, like, we need to go back. We need to go back." This played out further in the parks panel with the overseas. I mean, I brought that up with what's going on with Space Mountain in France. They're returning it. They're going backwards. We will go out. So I feel like as much as we like new stuff, I think there's more of a demand to go backwards a little bit to reset and bring everybody back home. And the only way you do that is this way. So this is why I feel like what we're going to get to with Tomorrowland is why that was the biggest tell at the end of the night. I'm like, and what we got later in the evening and into this morning, more news moving forward, that make me go like, "Yep, holy crap, he's listening. Holy crap, they're actually beginning to pay attention." And it's not only, well, this guy said this and this guy said that. Blah, blah. No. The movement is now happening. The announcements are coming. We only hold on to announcements for so long because we all know how that can go. But it keeps on pointing to where we want the company and the park to go. So while I don't care about, you guys all know, I don't care about the shows. I don't care about the parades. I don't care. World of Color was fun. Jess made me sit through it, and I'm like, oh, that was cool. Okay, never again. But, you're going to love it. I liked it.
Yeah, but again, my thought is, and I've been saying this for years, is it's nighttime. I want to be at Disneyland.
No, I get that. But but this goes back to, there's plenty of people who love World of Color.
Sure, absolutely.
And,
yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like this goes back to them playing to the fact with what they're doing now with Coco and Avengers is they're making California their own thing. And when you read their pressers, they're acting like it is.
Yeah.
They're acting like it's its own standalone. I'm not there with that. I can agree with that statement, but that is the mentality. So they bring back in, there you go.
Right.
And the other thing, too, like we've had so many discussions, even with Universal Studios and Universal pushing Disney to be better. I do think that this is something, like when you talk about the entertainment and bringing that nostalgia back, that is something that greatly sets Disneyland apart from Universal.
Yep.
And so for them to be recognizing that and doing that, I fully agree. It's like, this is what the fans want, and this is how you don't lose your fan base. Not even lose them, but this is how you keep them, that this is the family vacation you want to go to. It's like,
sure.
I don't know, when your kids are little, when you have adult children, like, I mean, how many places are there like that you went with your kids when they're babies, essentially, and then now they're adults living on their own, texting you that like, hey, Dad, we want to go on a trip.
Yeah,
I know.
There just isn't.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
So next thing that's going to return is, and Udi asked for this one, is coming back in February of 2027 is Remember Dreams Come True returns. A refreshed version of the classic nighttime spectacular, projections on Sleeping Beauty Castle, Main Street USA, It's a Small World, and Rivers of America. This is going to run nightly, fireworks on select nights. Julie Andrews' iconic introduction returns. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Again,
yeah, that is awesome. And
see, look at Becky's reaction to that.
See?
Yeah.
There's something about Julie Andrews in Disneyland.
Dude, well, yeah.
And just hearing her voice, too.
Yeah.
Like, it just, there is something that's, like, so classic with it. I think that's where I'm going to ask to go for Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Which is why they should have gone, projects. Remember they announced Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't see that thing anywhere.
No, they're not. Because
I know that.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah. Hey, he's just got a window on Main Street.
No, get out of here, man.
He did.
I know.
Okay.
I knew they would.
All right. So you going to say something, Becky?
No, just Mary Poppins. I would cry for Mary Poppins. And it's something that, like, I love more as an adult than I ever did as a kid.
Yeah.
But I just love, there's so much about Mary Poppins I just love.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Now moving across the Esplanade. We have a date for this. Both these attractions both opening in 2028, which I thought was a little late for this, but
I feel that, Udi, but I know you'll ring me back in.
Yeah.
Stark Flight Lab. Guests ride in two-person gyrokinetic pods. Giant robotic arms lift and maneuver pods through simulated Avenger flight tests. Returning stars, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Anthony Mackie as Captain America, and
cut the check.
And then Udi's favorite, Brie Larson, Captain Marvel.
I don't know.
Okay, so
that's a fumble. That's a fumble.
But like little I know about all this stuff, like when I saw Brie Larson, I cussed because I was like, "Oh, Udi's gonna be."
They brought it up because they started talking about Infinity Defense, and they talked about who's coming back. I'm like, first one out of the gate was Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye.
Yes.
I was like, yeah. I started clapping. I'm like, yeah. And then they keep on moving. I'm like, cool. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I think they got Bruce Banner. They got Anthony Mackie again. People are gonna say it's the wrong Cap. Fine. I kind of agree with that, but I do love Anthony Mackie.
I think Anthony Mackie's great.
I think he's great. I love everything. If Anthony Mackie's in the movie, I'm watching it. Like, legit, because he's just awesome. Then they have I forgot her name, the one playing Miss Marvel.
Brie Larson.
No, that's Captain Marvel. Miss Marvel. I can't remember her name. The young lady. Now, she, through all the crap, I'm trying to find her name.
America something? Or?
Iman Vellani. That's Miss Marvel, the young who played Miss Marvel in the show.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
When the show came out, and it was during COVID, and a lot of different. Well, it wasn't during COVID, but it was a lot of stuff going on, political, blah 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 blah, and people were. And she in that moment played it. I love the character, and she stayed in the pocket of like, I'm not going to go here, I'm not going to go here. People are pulling one and pulling me this. She didn't. She stayed true. Her love and her chops of acting the character was great. How she played the character was phenomenal. I stopped watching the show because of the other crap that got put on top of it. And I'm like, God, why? I don't need to hear that. I love her portrayal. I love the actress herself, and I love the character. Can we stay there? And outside stuff, and they injected things into the show. I felt that it made me not want to watch it. And I'm like, dude, this sucks. So when they announced her, I'm like, cool, good. Bring me back her, because out of all the Marvels and all this stuff, Captain Marvel, a train wreck, but her, I like. So they announced her, I'm like, cool, good.
Would you rather it was Brie Larson or She-Hulk? You got to pick one of them.
Oh, my Lord.
It's got to happen.
Brie
Who's
Larson.
the other one?
She-Hulk.
Brie Larson.
Oh.
No, She-Hulk.
I've never seen anybody so worked up between over anything besides She-Hulk. Okay.
No, Acolyte was worse.
Oh, Acolyte. Okay, we're not going to go to that. So let's talk
okay,
about
moving on.
positives. So Avengers Infinity Defense.
You're never riding Flight Lab. I'm giving you one ride ever.
Dude.
On
Okay.
Flight Lab.
Yeah.
I'm taking
And
an extra.
like-
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say a Dramamine.
Extra dose.
Oh yeah, no, dude, and I
Yeah.
want you to be right next to me when we do it, because I'm gonna be looking at you and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna be looking at Mark trying to
And-
hold his cookies.
Yeah, I get like a prescription Zofran
I
or
know.
something
Yeah.
to take with you.
Because as that's come out, you see the computer renderings of how the attraction's gonna go. I'm like, oh yeah, it picking you up, flipping you over, flipping you sideways. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be amazing. Then in my mind, I'm like, Mark's gonna puke.
No, I'm not going to eat for a couple hours prior to that.
yeah.
And I'll try it once.
Yeah, I don't even know for sure I could do it.
Yeah.
But
So I said you got
don't
one.
get like that much, but
I will ride it with you,
I
Becky.
don't
How
know.
about that?
okay.
That
And
way-
if we puke,
we can
no
suffer
one will know
together.
who
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Yeah, a judgment-free zone.
I'll be like, yeah, let's go get some chili.
Yeah, right. I would. I'd be eating a bowl of chili as I'm going into the queue. I'm like, let me finish real quick. Hold on.
I don't know, man. I will try it once just to say I did it, but I will be
Yeah.
heavily medicated for that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Guests become Avenger recruits. This is Avengers Infinity Defense.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel leads the pre-mission briefing mission. Sorry. What is this? Oh, reassemble. Sorry, I'm reading off something that's the font is very small.
Yeah.
okay.
Reassemble the Avengers and defeat King Thanos. Travel to Asgard, Wakanda, New York City, and more.
Yep.
Returning stars, we got this Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Anthony Mackie, Jeremy Renner.
Yep.
Combines massive physical sets with large-scale media environments.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a reveal last night. There were some images, some stills of inside the building,
Yeah.
which we had never seen that perspective. At least
Correct.
I hadn't seen
No.
it. And then we got glimpses of this massive, like Thor hammer.
Yeah,
and
the
a couple
Mjolnir. Mjolnir was big, like massive 10-foot, 12-foot Mjolnir.
So we figure
Ant-Man's
is gonna-
involved, right?
Yeah. So, dude, I am so stoked for this, and I am so happy
Mm-hmm.
that it's coming here, and it's gonna just add a whole new level of excitement.
Yeah.
To this land.
Yep.
Just real quick, not a long tangent. With the success of Spider-Man, should they redo web slingers?
They won't, but they should.
They should. I mean,
They should.
I'm not a huge fan of that.
They should.
Do your girls like that, Becky?
Yeah, they like it. They like Spider-Man because of the Spidey and his amazing friends.
Yeah, sure.
That they have on Disney Plus.
I
So
think
yeah,
they're-
and it's easy. You're like,
Yeah.
not a scary one
Yeah.
to go on
Yeah.
necessarily.
I know it's true, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's just like we do something a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Japan's getting a whole Star Wars or Spider-Man land. So
with a
Is it?
yeah, with a roller
Is
coaster and
Japan
everything.
the one that's doing like the
the Tower of Terror, the Tower of Terror. Yes.
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
seems amazing. I
That-
don't think they should change ours, but
No.
that seems amazing.
Yeah, I have a feeling that elevator shaft's going to be going back and forth.
Oh, it's Shanghai that's getting.
Oh, Shanghai.
It's Shanghai. No, it's
Oh, okay,
Shanghai that's getting the Spider-Man land, and it is Tokyo. Hong Kong is the one that's getting the tower one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Adventures Campus, this expansion will reconnect with Cars Land, and this is going to open in
They're op-
2028.
yeah, and they're opening it up. So there's going to be a pass-through now.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think theming-wise it's going to be weird.
We'll see.
But I mean, well,
Does
we'll
it
see.
make way for a new restaurant over there?
No,
Okay.
But it does.
they do
make
need one
sense.
for Avengers Land,
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Becky.
yeah,
Avengers Campus. They need something
well,
other than Pims.
Yeah, if they could do something else. But what I do like about the walkway is like it does help with congestion.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I get why
A
they're doing
lot.
it. Like
Yeah,
practically and logistically, fully understand why. I don't like it thematically. I don't mind walking around, but I get it why people are going to. I mean, how many times have I heard people complain, why do I got to walk around?
Bro.
Yeah, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do there.
Mhm.
Yep.
But I think that this is going to improve Avengers Land to like just take it to the next level.
Yeah, and this is where I mean the date we wanted, and I think I'm trying to remember what I said, but I remember after looking, I'm like, no, we're not getting it till 28. I think I said 28. I want to say I said 28 in one of the shows. Looking at where we had, and you're like, what, 28? And I'm like, yeah, 28. And I feel like I'm gonna go with early to mid 28.
Okay.
Well, go ahead, Becky.
What? Sorry, I was just gonna say that does seem better because when you're looking at that, that's like a year and a half. That's not that far.
No. And I feel like one of the things that is probably playing into it would be the Stark Flight Lab and having that tech, because it looks like it picks you up. There's going to be a lot more
Yeah.
things and checks that are going to go into it. So they're going to go really, really, really far, I think, into the safety checks of all the things and do all the things, which they're going to do anyway. So I think that's going to be one of the factors that go into it. It felt like with what they showed yesterday that the interior portions of it are moving well, and they already have the foundation for it. So that was all the positives. So I'm like, okay, this makes sense. That's why I said early 28 instead of late, because I feel like from what they showed, true, it was a small window, but what they showed, I'm like, okay, they're pretty far along there. So it's going to be good.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be good.
Yeah. And I feel the LTP should make a trip down there
For-
really early.
for opening.
for
Yes.
opening?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would have to agree with that.
We had it planned for Adventures Campus.
Yeah. Did we do it for Avengers Campus?
We had it planned. We had everything booked.
And what happened?
COVID.
Oh, COVID. That's right.
Yeah, that is crazy to think
Oh.
all that was like the
Wow.
time. Yeah, you're right.
I want you to touch upon the
Iwork?
nuts. Yes, how that perspective. It's going to be
Okay.
an emotional one. I feel.
Okay. So one of the things
Wow.
they announced was I forgot her first name. I had it in
Leslie.
my- Leslie Iwork. They did the Imagineering, right? She did that the program. I forgot the name of it now.
The Imagineering Story?
Yeah, the Imagineering Story. They have season 2 coming, and she said, "Look, we've been filming it for a while," and they showed a teaser trailer for it, and it began with COVID closure in that moment. And I'm getting chills now because it pulled me back into that time, which it was like a gut punch in kind of a weird way. But what I'm really looking forward to is because I feel like people have to remember that, because we've been spoiled, and we need to have that remembering that this was gone. This got pulled from us for 2 years, and we have not recovered from it. We have not. A lot of the things that we've been going through is still a direct reflection of that time.
Yeah.
That there were set times in people's lives that there are moments you will never forget. And they're usually, sadly, either super positive or super negative. This falls into the super negative, obviously, for everybody.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
I'm happy they're doing it. I'm so excited they're doing it. But I feel like we need to all take a moment, and I hope this is what that series does for people.
Yeah.
It makes everybody pause for a second and remember what happened.
Yeah.
Because it's incredibly important to never forget that. But it also hopefully will give us a new appreciation and understanding of why I'm one of the people going, calm yourself. I get it. I get it. We all want it. But calm yourself. There was a moment where we didn't have any of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Any of it.
Yeah.
And now we're in a part where, look at all we're getting. We
Yep.
want it now because we're like that. But appreciate what we got
Yeah.
and appreciate what's coming, because I feel like, again, everything that we're seeing for the most part, 90% of it is like, holy crap, this is going to be good. Anyway, so yeah, the trailer, when you see it, Becky, throw it in the text thread. I was actually almost started watching the whole panel again this morning just to kind of prep for it, just in case I missed anything, but I didn't get to it. I was half asleep, sadly. But I am going to watch it when I go home.
Okay.
Because of this, because I want to do that, and no joke, because I want to watch that again. I want to watch that specifically again, because again, the appreciation that we need to have for what we're getting, I think we've lost. All of us have lost a bit. So, yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. That whole thing, she does amazing work, and I cannot think of a better person that to tell these stories.
Yeah.
And once people fully understand or have a better understanding of all the work and the sheer imagination that it takes to make this stuff, for us to go in there, and for those people who walk out of there and go like, I didn't like it that much, that's fine. But one thing that I'm going to tell you going forward, straight up, if I hear people just straight out just crapping on this stuff, I'm going to get mad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people, you ungrateful bastards. Legit.
Yeah.
Legit.
I know.
Yeah.
Don't be an ingrate. Critique it. We will. We shall. We will never stop.
Yeah.
But be grateful that, dude, look at what we're talking about.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Look at what we're talking about. Anyway.
Yeah, we're able to spend our Sunday doing this.
And then, but in anticipation for what we're going to be able to go live
Yeah.
Yeah.
and experience. Like, come on. Anyway.
All right. Well, let's get to it.
Yeah,
The next,
moving on.
the next two are the big heavy hitters here.
Yeah, these are horrible. I'm so mad at these.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Coco attraction. New details emerge. The first ever Coco ride
Yeah.
at a Disney park is coming to DCA. Let's see. The details were announced as a boat ride. Yes, set 1 year after the film.
Yeah.
Guests enter Hector Rivera's Casa Museo.
Yeah.
Miguel performs. Miguel guides guests through memories in the land of the dead. Features Miguel, Dante, Hector, and more. Inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean and Haunted Mansion. New audio animatronics bring skeletal characters to life, which is, I think we already got a sample of that in Pirates of the Caribbean. Connections to Coco and Coco 2. No height requirement for this.
Yeah.
And Q begins near Inside Out emotional whirlwind. I did not hear that.
I did not hear that either.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So what we did not get is the talk of a village or a restaurant, but I think more details will emerge because this is going to be coming out. Well, if Coco 2 comes out in 3 years, this is probably they're going to sync it to that.
Tracking with it. Yep.
It's just a long haul.
Yep.
But overall positive news coming out of this. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just as excited today as I was 2 days ago for this. So
yeah, and the beauty of it is they made it a point to highlight the importance of the core of Coco, which is family. And the fact that they're doing no height requirement, which made me go like, look, because somebody brought like, oh, we're not going to get a drop then. Pirates level drop if we get one.
And you could bring a baby on Pirate.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You have no problem.
Yeah.
So if anybody's complaining, again, I'm going to be like,
It could go backwards, too.
yeah, it could go backwards.
Yeah.
Stop your complaining. You don't know.
Actually,
You don't know.
your
We don't know.
point, though, of family, that's an excellent point.
And when you look at it, the story that is going to be told is going to be him remembering. Okay? Again, the point of Coco, which makes it one of my favorites, is the fact that it connects you with your past, your roots, where you came from, who got you to where you are, and then moving you forward. Never forgetting where you came from, your family, your bloodline. You never forget your family.
Yeah.
You never forget your family. You keep them alive. Like I keep my father alive every day. He's been gone for a number of years now, but I think of him almost every day. And that's how I keep him alive. This plays into that, and it's incredibly important. So after hearing the presentation, I was like, oh my God, like they're following through with the core, even though it's going to be a new story, because we had that worry of like, oh crap, what's the new story? But when they talk about it, not only that the core's of family, then they're working with Pixar to make sure that they're staying true of what's coming in the movie. That means they're working synergistically. They're not like each out here doing their own thing over here. They're making sure they're communicating. That way we have a congruent story and feel for it. So after the park, it was short, it wasn't a ton.
No.
But after it, I came out thinking, all right, cool. Like I was happy before, I'm happier now.
Yeah.
Because again, we always, in our rush to critique, sometimes we forget that most of the Imagineers are always looking at those details. Whether or not they get all the way through, sometimes it's above them. But Disney has had that tradition of making sure they take care of the details. So that was great to see.
Yep.
Yeah, and something with like going back to even the movie is seeing Coco 2, something that's different for me seeing a sequel like that versus, let's say, Moana 2, is that it doesn't feel like a rush because this movie made a lot of money. Now let's get something out.
Yeah.
It feels a little more like a love is there, the story is well respected, and you're following that. So then I don't see it the same as just, another sequel.
Right.
But then when you're telling me about them blending the movies together and going off of that story, I love that, and I feel much more confident in that than if it was just like, we're going to tell a random story.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I feel like, again, we need to look at who's in charge now. And these are the things as we move along here, and at the end of it, I'll make my case for it fully. But but this is the hint. Again, they're not worried about turning a quick. Bob Iger was like, we got an IP. Oh, Moana's making money. Oh, let's go over there. We were going to do a show. We were going to do a show, but we're going to make a movie now. Same thing with Mandalorian Grogu. Oh, we're going to make another season, but now we're going to make a movie. They're not doing that with this. Same thing with Ghost Market, new IP. Same things like that. These are all the hints that, hey, look, they're listening. Anyway.
No, you're right. They are.
No. Finally. Okay.
Well.
Last one.
Yeah. So we did not get. So again, I want to bring out that Friday they had the Avatar model out.
Yeah.
And the Avatar model looks spectacular.
Yeah.
And it blew me away with what they were doing with it. And it got me, it's like, okay, now I'm on board with it. I'm stoked. So I'm thinking, well, they got to talk about Avatar because we saw that model and this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
No, that did not happen.
So something is funny that I was telling the girls about this is the very first time I brought the girls to Disneyland was 2001. And we had a handheld camera, and there was a point where one of them Ariel was asleep in her stroller, and Space Mountain had been closed for months. And I'm walking around Tomorrowland going, this land is absolutely ridiculous. It needs to be closed down like today and just demoed, except for Space Mountain, and it needs to get redone. And this was, of course, 15 years before we even started the LTP.
Yeah.
So they mentioned last night. Oh, by the way, Disneyland will turn 75 in a few years, and we want to. They're talking about. Let's see. I'm going to use the words that they said. A major reimagining of Tomorrowland at Disneyland Park, because they said this is the place where it all started, and he's right. This is where all this started, and they want to start honoring that, honoring the land's history while looking toward the future, featuring new attractions, experiences, and more open spaces, focused on optimism, innovation, and imagination. Still early in development, no dates or specifics yet.
Right.
Does that Disney Parks blog say something different than what I'm saying?
Let me read it. It's not very long. Let me read it to you real quick.
Okay.
So this is out of Disney Parks blog. Tomorrowland. The header is Tomorrowland in Disneyland Park to be reimagined. Walt Disney Imagineers are already beginning to dream up new chapter of innovation of storytelling. Now the graphics that they have is Space Mountain, and it says Tomorrowland with the quote in quotes underneath, a vista into a world of wondrous ideas. And then underneath that, near the bottom of the graphic, says yesterday's tomorrow today. So that is the marketing aspect of it. The article goes, yesterday's tomorrow today. On stage during the Horizon A Carousel of Progress Disney Experience Showcase, Chairman Thomas Musloom announced some very exciting news for Disneyland Resort. Revealed during the closing moments of D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan event presented by Visa Showcase, Reimagining Tomorrow. A reimagining of Tomorrowland in Disneyland Park is in the works. The transformation of Tomorrowland will honor the legacy of the original land while reimagining its future. Disneyland Resort will strive to preserve what guests cherish most, while also introducing new experiences and possibilities for the next generation of fans. Walt Disney Imagineers are already beginning to dream up the next chapter of innovation and storytelling for Tomorrowland, with new attractions, more open spaces, and new places for Disneyland guests to dream about the future. The plans of Tomorrowland will restore the spirit of optimism, innovation, and possibility that inspired Walt Disney to create a vista into a world of wondrous ideas in 1955 and have defined this land for decades. We cannot wait to reveal more about the plans for the transformation of Tomorrowland in the years ahead. That's out of Disney Park blog. So, when it got announced, Mark jumped for joy.
I did. I got out of my seat.
He got out of his seat, and I quickly told him to calm down.
He does. That's all happened. It's out there. It's all there.
I said, calm down, calm down, calm down. Because at that time, I'm like, okay. And we talked about it with Jay. Jay was on the show.
Jason, not Jay Bratton.
Jason, well, I call him Jay, like the letter J.
Not the beloved Jay Bratton.
Not Jay Bratton, but Jason from Signs of Amusement. I was like, hold on. This doesn't mean anything. This doesn't mean anything.
But Jay wasn't on at that point.
Oh, no, he wasn't on there at the time. We brought it up after. But I told Mark, this doesn't mean anything. This is kind of like hey, we kind of want to do it. Everybody calm down. We're listening. We hear you. We know. We're working on it. Now, Mark then said, hey, what's realistically timeline like with what we got going on now? Now we know that they're working on this. Okay, cool. And I went, okay, what we're going to get is Avengers in this order. Avengers is going to come online. Then we're going to get Coco. Then we're going to get Avatar.
Well,
then we're going to get
Eastern Gateway was in there somewhere.
Well,
right?
Eastern Gateway was Eastern Gateway and Avengers opening around the same time.
Do you think that's a possibility?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we don't get an Avengers for another year plus, and I think 18 months. So maybe a little bit. Eastern Gateway tucked in probably right around Avengers and Coco.
Yeah.
That was my thought process. Lo and behold, we find out we were wrong. They announced that that's not what it is.
Right.
They announced that Tomorrowland, that Avatar is being pushed back. They made that in a media briefing. It was a media thing. It wasn't done at the parks panel. It wasn't done in front of fans. It was done through a media. I'm trying to remember exactly. I can probably bring
Well,
up the story.
Scott Gustin announced it. Some other Imagineers announced it on the floor.
Yeah.
So, question with that.
Sure.
Do you think that the reason why it would be put before is that now we have somebody new in charge who sees it? Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
I will take a moment if I can.
Okay.
To basically say this was Josh putting his stamp on Disneyland. What he said is, look, Bob saddled me with Avatar. I've been running the parks division for years now.
Yep.
Avatar, cool. Yeah, we can do that. Awesome. I think we can do it. And I made the comment yesterday on the live stream. I missed why Avatar would be cool. I missed it. I got too stuck with the IP part of it. I got way too stuck with it. And I realized it's actually deeper than the IP. It has to do with nature, exploration, foreign planets, that kind of thing. And once I saw the miniature, I went like, oh, it like clicked in my head. I'm like, okay, I looked at it too narrowly. My bad. But this was Josh going, Tomorrowland is too important and has been lacking for a very long time. We're redoing Paris. Where else? Japan was the other one. We're going over there and redoing Spacebound stuff over there. Why haven't we come home? This is where we work. This is where we are. We're right here all the time. Why aren't we coming home? And I bet you, I mean, I don't know this. This is just my assumption. That he's been on that side going, we need to do something with Tomorrowland. We need to do something. It's been decades, guys. Decades. Not just 5 years here, 4 years here. Like, we're redoing Paris already? Like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Paris is like 25 years old.
Yeah.
The park.
Yeah. So what are we doing? And I feel this was a double one. This is him going, nah, that's not the priority. We're gonna do it. They said we're doing it. Everything is showing that they're doing it. It's not gonna change if they're gonna do it. Now people are gonna come out and make conversations already started. Oh, it's not coming at all. I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong because again, I feel like the pieces that they're moving are in fact part of it to facilitate it. I don't think it's going to be as big as we thought. I think now looking at it, it's probably going to be smaller. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad. It may, and Jason brought up a good point yesterday, that he would not be surprised if they push out into the park, not further into the open area, the existing drop-off area. What I thought they're going to push that direction. Jason made the point that maybe they're going to push in. And I'm like, that would actually make sense.
To what side? Or to both sides?
Yeah, push in.
Okay.
More towards the Hollywood side and Hyperion and kind of just take over that area and then spread that out. And I said, you know what? That makes more sense because we have to get used to the fact that now we have to get Disney's MO now is they're going to do this stuff in 2 phases. They just are. Every land that they've done, it's been in 2 phases. Everything they've done is 2 phases. So phase 1's going to be the initial. Then we'll push that out. We'll have people be able to walk in one side. Then we'll push that out and go over here. And then we'll have phase 2. But
do you think that philosophy hurt Galaxy's Edge?
Yes, incredibly. And I'm not sure if this will hurt this or not.
Okay.
But yeah, that completely hurt. That's hurt every land that they've done it with. It definitely hurt Avengers. It definitely hurt Galaxy Edge. It is not a good philosophy to have. It is not.
No.
I think it's a horrible one. They're doing it in Monstropolis. They're opening half of it before they open up the main attraction. It's a horrible idea, guys. It is. It just is. But that being said, so this is Josh now when he said, look, we're going to do it. But the priority that people have been hollering now for decades is Tomorrowland. And so now I'm going to take Bob. We're going to do it. You put me on that. You put me under that. So I'm going to honor it because I still feel like we're going to do it justice. And I still feel that they are. But he just went, watch this. Yep. And went, now we're going to do Tomorrowland. So Tomorrowland has moved up in the timetable. It is before Avatar. And
It's even saying Orange County Register. So all this is confirmed. This isn't us making this dates up.
No.
This is how this
Right.
morning.
We're talking about it now. This is not rumor. This is what's being reported by the media.
Although it's still in early planning stages right now, it's entirely possible that phased work on Tomorrowland starts after Avengers Campus opens, but before Coco debuts.
Yeah.
If the goal is simply tightening the timeline and opening attractions in areas with greater frequency, these projects could overlap. Even so, we could realistically be looking at Tomorrowland's phased opening starting in 2030 and 2032 or later for Avatar.
Yeah.
Disneyland believes that delivering the projects in this order is the right thing to do for fans. It ensures that the timelines are more reasonable. That's all the information we received.
Right.
Okay.
So.
I do think, even as my limited business experience, I do think it makes sense from a business perspective too. Because if you have, if you start Avatar and you've got Avatar going on, Coco going on, and Avengers all at California Adventure, that, to me, that doesn't make business sense for the park either.
Well, you're not wrong with that, but the way that I had seen it is, and this is a philosophical difference, because the way I looked at it was, look, they're going to make, and I've said it before, they're going to make California, they want to make it a standalone park, and like I said, now listen to what they're talking about. They feel with Avengers and Coco, they've done it. That Avatar is just adding to it. I disagree with that, but that's where they're at. So it makes sense for them. Like, no. DCA is now standalone. It can be alone. You can go to that park and just be there all day, and you'd be happy and be satisfied with what you're getting.
For sure.
I disagree, but that's where that. And there's plenty of people who feel that way right now.
Yes.
Good, cool, great. Our good friend Terrence. Sam
Carter.
Sam Carter, another one. Two great humans.
For sure.
I disagree with them, but they're two great humans. But it's neither here nor there, right?
Yeah.
Well, and I think too, maybe too, from the perspective of me having young kids, it does make sense because you're adding more stuff. If we're not moving around as fast necessarily as if it's just us three going to the park.
Correct.
As adults. Yeah. You've got a nap or someone's, all those.
Someone's
things,
losing their mind.
Someone's
They're having a meltdown. Yeah, you gotta. But I feel like this was Josh going, look, I'm fixing the stuff.
Yeah.
He was more in the weeds with it than Bob Iger ever was.
Yes.
And I feel these.
He's a parks guy.
Correct.
Yeah, he has more love for the parks, I think.
I completely agree. And even if he doesn't have more love of the park, he understands the business of the park. And he understands that. And I always say, Walt Disney Company is a theme park company that happens to do movies.
Yeah.
Okay? So if anyone's going to get that, it's him. And I know people are going to come out and they're going to be throwing shade at him, and I'm going to fully disagree. I think he wasn't at the parks panel. I wish he would have just shown his face, introduced.
He may have been there, but I don't.
Well, but he wasn't on stage.
Sure. Yeah.
And he wasn't on stage.
Nope.
Not that I saw.
Nope. So
okay,
Thomas Mouzat came out. He introduced an MPH, and then he popped back, but he wasn't there.
He was there Friday night.
Well, no. He kicked everything off.
Yes. Yeah.
But this was him again. This is how I see it. This is him going, look, I'm the CEO.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff is no longer my job. It's your job. So you need to start doing this job. I'm not going to be carrying your weight anymore. You need to do this. I'm now pointing the direction. So he was there to kick off D23 and be like, I'm the CEO. This is my first one CEO. And he said that.
Yeah.
After that, it's like, look, there are new roles. There are new people. You guys need to begin to start making your own mark. And
I like that.
The most positive thing I've got out of D23 for the longevity of it is Josh D'Amaro. Whether you agree with me or not, this is how I feel. He put his stamp on it and goes, I'm changing the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm making this how I feel we need to do it. And the biggest one is this one. The fact that he basically flipped the coin and said, nah, Avatar's going back and we're moving Tomorrowland forward.
Iger's pissed off about that.
Who?
Iger.
Oh,
But you know what else?
He probably is.
He probably is, but I could care.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Probably. But the thing is, like, a great thing when you're telling me he's not out there on stage too, I actually admire that, because if you have people in positions of doing what they should be doing, you don't need to make it about you all the time. Like, as a leader, you have to step back and you have to let other people take charge of their own things. It's not about you. You're not Walt Disney. You don't need to be the face of everything.
Yeah.
But then, or, you know, you don't need to, like, just love the camera. But then, second of all, I think this only helps Avatar, really, because then it is not a rush situation either.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, by the time we get it, it's going to be wanted a little bit more, I think, than people saying, like, oh, I don't know, like, oh, there's other areas, or nobody asked for this. But I also think it does nothing but, like, build upon the land, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it does hype it up, and it does give them time to figure the kinks out with this. And, you know, I'm kind of looking at the math of the crowd flow here. If they get Avengers Campus up and running, they will. That's going to divert people out of Disneyland and going to check out Avengers Campus.
Yeah.
But this gives us a lot of time to speculate about Tomorrowland. And, you know, for me to get emotionally prepared to say goodbye to probably a couple things. And
what do you think right off the gate?
Well, I'm optimistic about they want to pay homage to the past and keep those things. So with that, my mind. Okay, first off, monorail's not going to go anywhere.
No,
that is 100% dying the wool staying at Disneyland.
Yeah,
it means to me that we could see people move it back. We could see Astro Orbiter going to the top where it belongs, but we could be saying goodbye to Autopia and the subs. Those are the things that I'm really worried about, and I'm having a hard time about that, because for 70 years, 60 years, those 70 and 60 years, those things have been, and I only say that because Autopia was 55 and subs were 59. So those two things could be gone from the Disney landscape, and I have to be prepared for that. And it's just that's going to be a hard pill to swallow. But I need to see what is coming in its place. But I'm optimistic about it, because I think look, if people are concerned about Avatar and what it's going to do to DCA, people are really, really concerned about everything in Disneyland. You know, in our world of Disneyland fandom, especially Tomorrowland, everyone's got their own personal opinion about what, you're ruining my childhood memories by moving things out, and that's the hard facts. Those are the hard facts that have built this place, and we'll see. But I'm optimistic that we're going to get some cool things out of it.
Well, I feel like. Before when we've had discussions about what to do with Tomorrowland, and it needs to get redone.
Yeah,
we have theorized that everything was up for grabs except for space.
Right.
Everything. Everything was up for grabs.
Well, except maybe the monorail.
No, monorail doesn't count because it goes. I don't count monorail into it because it is so integral. No, it goes integral into the rest of the park because it travels outside of the bounds of Tomorrowland.
Okay.
Everything within the bounds of Tomorrowland. That makes sense.
Sure.
But in hearing this announcement, I don't think we're going to have a full demo of the place outside of space. You know, they're not going to touch space. What I feel though is we're going to lose a couple of the things, and I feel like it won't be it's not going to be a full like redo of everything. I don't think they have that in their mind. I feel like they're going to be pinpoint and strategic in what they're going to remove.
I think you're right on that.
And I think if I had to pick what's going to get gone is going to be the circle building, whatever that is, whatever interventions. I think that's toast. Or it's going to be repurposed, but I think it's going to go.
There's people mover track in there.
I don't think we're going to get people mover back.
Okay.
I just don't see that.
Okay.
I don't. As much as I enjoy it, I don't see that.
What, just because of like codes and stuff?
No,
You think
no,
it's
no,
too
no. I
difficult?
think just it doesn't serve a purpose for it anymore. It doesn't. I think, as much as I enjoy the attraction, I still do. I would still ride it if it was there today. I'd be on it. But I don't feel it fits what they're gonna do. So I honestly feel like, we're probably gonna lose Star Tours. We'll probably move out, do something else, which is fine. Whatever they got, Buzz Lightyear and all this stuff, will probably move out, be fine.
That whole building's got to go.
That whole thing's going to go, and I would not be surprised if they get rid of that whole building, if that other building is gone.
The only thing, though, is why spend money to update Buzz when they just did?
Yeah, but that was
I do agree with you. I think it's going to be...
Yeah, that was
and
under
like they
Iger.
couldn't stop the project. Yeah.
No,
makes sense.
once you're there, you're there.
Yeah. And I mean, I know overall in the big picture, it's minor.
Yeah.
I'm sure, like financially, but yeah.
So, I do not feel like the subs are in danger. I don't. I think it's too big.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ruling it out, but I don't see it. Do I feel like Autopia's toast? Yes.
Yeah.
I think Autopia's done. I think Autopia's done and dusted. I really do. And for everybody who loves it, like you, Mark, I feel for that. But I also go like, you get rid of that building, you get rid of Autopia. Look at the footprint you now have. It's significant a chunk of land out there.
Yeah.
As much as people like Mark, I know it's going to hit because people, oh my God, because it's.
But Udi, honestly, what could by them removing? Huh?
It's space. It gives you a new canvas.
Not entirely, because you've got these footbeds for the monorail track all embedded in there.
I know.
So what in the world are you actually going to do over there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, maybe that's open space that they want to put like some, I don't know, some water features. You can go out there and hike around or whatever.
Whatever.
That wouldn't be bad.
No.
But
I'm telling you.
I know. I
feel I get the connection with it. I mean, even though I don't have it, I understand it.
Yeah.
Because we all have them to different parts and different attractions in the park.
Then let me ask you this: if they keep Space Mountain, do you want them changing that profile of that mountain?
No.
Because the new designs we've seen coming from overseas,
cool.
They're cool, but they're not this.
No. You realize when you look at the new designs, they're all off of this.
Oh, for sure they are. Yeah.
They're all off of this. Don't touch that, because everything that you're doing is paying homage to this.
Yeah, those spires are just as iconic.
Iconic as ever.
Yeah, they
yes.
are. Not as much as the Matterhorn to me, but
No. But it's right there.
yeah.
It's right there. So I feel like if they're gonna demo anything, it's gonna be that building, and it's gonna be Autopia, and then they'll pull probably Buzz out and pull
Star Tours
out and
Fantasyland Theater. I mean that's Tomorrowland Theater.
I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna do that. Oh, I mean, no, yeah.
The one where I Shrunk Down.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe, but I don't know what they would do with that. I could see them doing that, but I don't know if they will do that. I think going off what the OC register, it makes a lot of sense that they're going to do that, right? Because incrementally you can maneuver and begin to do things. Therefore, because they're not promoting this as a full redo. It's a reimagining. What does reimagining really mean?
Yeah.
Up to interpretation.
Sure.
We have our thought of what that means, but who knows what they mean?
Would you want them to add like a path from Main Street USA to Tomorrowland without going to the hub?
No. Nope.
Okay.
No, I think
because they could.
I don't.
No, they
don't
could.
Think they'll do that.
No,
Okay.
I still feel like the park, even though once you get into the park, having the cross pass is fine, but the initial introduction into your day at the park needs to be through the hub. Which is the way I feel.
Oh yeah. Well, I meant like halfway down, like where the market house is, or Starbucks.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. They could. They totally could, but no.
Yeah.
I don't know about the theater being changed really, because like wouldn't that be connected to Space Mountain like so much that it would be, I don't know, like it just seems like that would be a really difficult change.
Yeah, it would be. I remember
or to take it out.
It used to be an outdoor theater, and then they enclosed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you'll have to show you some. I mean, I don't ever remember it being like that because I was too young. But there are pictures of it where you go, oh my gosh, yeah. And elevators used to go. Escalators would go as soon as you stand in front of the theater, and you could. How do I even explain it? As soon as you walk past Star Traders and turn right, and you can see Space Mountain.
Yeah.
They had escalators like in a shopping mall going up to the next level, and that's how you would get up there.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for the times.
Sure.
Oh, that's neat. So yes, we'll say I think Pizza Planet is gone.
Pizza Planet. Yeah.
Fair. Or redone.
Or at least at least like. I don't think they'll keep any Toy Story IP.
No.
No, they shouldn't.
No, I feel like both of those are gone. Like any weird, like, well, not weird, but any outside IP is gone. Yeah, which then makes you wonder what they're going to do with Starcade and all that other stuff. But I don't know if that they need to go that deep. I don't know if they're going to go that deep. I'm just not sure.
I did kind of hope that the People Mover would be back.
I mean, again, my nostalgia wants it back, but I don't see it. I just don't.
Oh my gosh.
Is that strange?
Yeah.
This
Oh yeah.
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 Wow.
And then beyond that, with all those people standing up there was a theater you could see into. That became the Tomorrowland Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's wild, right?
Yeah, that really is.
Space Mountain. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, even just the signage.
But here's the thing that I feel like I need to caution everybody with, okay? Because I'm telling myself this as well. We need to temper our expectations for this because we don't know. They didn't announce anything. I mean, not a stitch other than they're working on it. Okay, and I read what the Disney Parks blog said, that we can't wait to share more as in the years ahead.
Yeah.
So again, this leads to it being phased incrementally, like the OC register. That tracks, right? It all makes logical sense. The other thing is, though, we have been so worked up over a while now to be saying it needs a full redo, it needs a full overhaul, it needs This isn't that.
No.
This isn't that. So if you hear this and go like, yeah, they're going to redo everything, you're reading way too far into it. So this is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I'm believe me, I'm saying this because I'm telling myself the same. Like, temper your expectation on this, because I don't think it's going to go as deep as some of us want it to go. Like me, I want it to be like deep.
Yeah.
Like, cut a lot of the stuff out, but I don't think it's going to be that.
Kind of a facelift.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. And well, I think beyond what they did was 1980 something when they did that weird redo.
98.
98, okay.
It was all bronze.
Right, and all that. It's going to be beyond that, because that was just whatever.
That was nonsense.
That was nonsense. Good work. But I feel like but the fact that that they're doing it now, I'll go back to it. This is tomorrow going. I'm making my stamp. I'm making my stand that this is going to run differently. Yeah. So now, obviously, the announcement is one thing of it, but now the action is now going to be. So now we're on, and he knows it. Again, him being a parks guy, he recognizes when he okays this to be said, the clock is on.
Yeah.
And the eyes are now hyper-focused, because everything, I mean, literally within 2 minutes of the show ending, boom, it was everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. People going bananas. And I'm still telling everybody, calm down. And I'm still saying it now. Calm down. I'm excited for it.
Yes.
I'm amped for it. I'm super happy that they're doing this.
But it's fun to speculate, isn't it?
It always is.
Sure.
It always is.
It
But what I'm trying to say is it's fun to speculate and get excited about it, but don't work yourself into a tizzy and be like, they're not giving me what I want. That's the thing that drives me batty. Everything is horrible because I didn't get exactly what I want. They didn't put that park bench exactly where I wanted it, so now everything sucks.
Yeah, I know. That's how it is. I know.
And that's how people get. I'm like, calm down. Like, let's wait. So to put a bow on it, like, This is cool. Mm-hmm. This is exciting. I'm happy. This is Josh going, I'm taking the company in a different direction.
Yeah.
Again, I will say it again, all the signs are out there if you want to look at them. In almost every part of the business, you can see them if you want to see them. The haters are going to look at it and go like, it's nothing. I disagree. So I'm excited for this. This is good news. This is welcome news, unexpected news. I mean, it got Mark jumping for joy, and I was the one who had to be like, let's pump the brakes. But it doesn't mean that this isn't good. It doesn't mean that this is going to be garbage. It doesn't mean it's going to be fantastic either. But I'm excited for it. The anticipation now is going to start ramping up.
Yeah.
It is, and I think by when we go to 2028 D23, this might be part of concept art that they're going to show us.
Yeah.
Because I think they're going to have to.
Yeah.
Because he made a point of saying Disneyland turns 75. Mm-hmm. That's I'm guessing it's 2030. Mm-hmm. That would mean that, and the article suggests that we could be getting some phased openings by then.
Yeah.
So that's 6 years. No. 4 years from now.
4 years. Yeah,
4 years from now. Mm-hmm. I still think that's a little bit soon from the way Disney, doing the Disneyland math.
It is.
But I don't think everything is going to be complete. Like you're not going to have Tomorrowland by then for sure.
No, it's going to be phased opening as Udi in the article suggested.
Yep.
And I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy that this guy's the CEO because he seems like his head's in the right place and his heart's in the right place for this. Mm-hmm. 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 And it's not about it. He doesn't appear to be about himself.
No, I feel like he's not going to be the perfect CEO. No one ever is.
Nope.
But I also feel like, I mean, regardless of what I think fell flat yesterday, because there are a few things that fell flat, even with those, the 10,000 foot view is pretty dang good.
Yeah.
And I feel like we all need to be a little bit more. If you've been negative about the park and the company, I don't blame you because we have too. But I feel like the positivity is enough out there now. There's enough of it flowing in the right direction that we should be able to get behind this and be more supportive than a lot of us that I have been in the past with my wallet. And I feel like Disney has to earn that back, and it's had to earn that back from many people. And I feel they are. I believe that they're moving in the direction everything that needs to do to regain what they've lost. I'm going to keep on saying it because I still believe it. A few years ago, you guys, if you've been listening to me, know that I was like, no, they're messing up. They're messing up.
Sure. Yeah, you've changed.
And I have changed. And if you guys notice, and it's not because I just, I want to feel better about it. No, it's because they're giving me the things that I said, look, Mark on many occasions, like, what would make you change my mind? What would make you change your mind? What would make you change your mind? And I said, well, if they did this, they did that, and that. And they're slowly but surely beginning to do those things.
Yeah.
So if you guys are happy about these things, if you guys are excited about these things and you guys need to begin to show your support in whatever way you can, talking about it more, sharing with other people you know. When you go to the park, if you can fill out a survey like Mark and I have done, fill it out. Be honest about it. If you want to support it with your dollars, go to the park more if you can. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out now. My mind is beginning to shift like, okay, maybe we are going to go back to pre-COVID. I feel like he's driving to that.
Yeah.
This is why that iWorks thing hit so hard because I'm like, oh my gosh, they recognize the change point. She recognized the point of change in the company that we did. We have.
Yeah.
We all felt it. And it hasn't returned since. And when they pointed that out, I went, holy mother, she saw it. She saw it. And she made a point to point at it. This is when everything began to change in the worst way possible for all of us. Now we got to change it.
Yeah.
So this is it. So Disney, yes. Are you making me rethink my whole thing and go like, is an AP in my future? God dang it. Yeah.
Ooh. Whoa.
It is.
That's huge.
And
August 16, 2026.
It is. And I'm telling you, there are a couple more things and I'm in.
Oh.
And this is the way that Disney has to do it for all of us.
Yeah.
And this is the way that I feel Josh is finally going, this is how we do it, guys. And I will forever put Bob Iger in the camp of you screwed this up for so many of us that I will and never forgive you for that. I don't hate you. I just extremely dislike you for the choices you made and for how you affected a lot of people. I'm glad you're gone, Bob. I'm glad you're gone. Go ruin the Lakers.
You want to wear a Lakers jersey?
No, I never have.
Okay.
Go ruin the Lakers if you want. Go find something else to ruin. Stay away from my park. Never come back to it. Never put your fingers in the park again. Let Josh do work and let the people who know what the company needs do their thing. And it looks like Josh is like, you guys, go do it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't think anything to say about that, Udi. Okay, well, this is gonna wrap up episode 252. A little bit of a long show, but that's expected because D23 dropped some major new stuff. And overall, though, I want to say I'm happy and I'm excited about the future here. I'm also looking forward to further discussions with you all, of course, Udi and Becky, and Conductor and George, and whoever else wants to come on. Seth's going to come on and talk about the cruise lines, because that's an area of the Disney portfolio that I know very little about. So it's good, and he's into that, and that's great. So there was some news about that. 13 ships, that's quite a few. That's a fleet.
Yeah.
That's a fleet.
It's a fleet.
And they're talking about
And
adding more, and I'm like, stop it.
Well, and I noticed they're going to add longer ones out of California too.
Yeah.
Yes, out of San Diego.
The one they did announce was that they're gonna
Go to Alaska.
and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of down for that.
Yeah, I actually think next year we might be in for a cruise.
Woo!
Yeah.
I actually do think we're there. Like, I think the kids are good ages for a Disney cruise.
Yeah.
I have to just forget I'm on a boat
Yeah.
and mentally do it.
Yeah.
But I think Seth could talk me into it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, Seth will be on, and we'll have other people talking about their thoughts and opinions, and it's great to hear different opinions, because we might think about, I didn't think about that sort of thing, but so far so good. We shall look at this with great interest, and always give you our opinions and thoughts about things. And but overall, I'm stoked. I feel positive about the parks and where they're going. Of course, I do wonder. We all want these great things, but at what price are these going to come? I mean, how much the ticket's going to be for this stuff?
Well,
we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see. Josh, do not screw the fan base over in that area.
That is going to be the toughest one.
Yeah, I feel positive about it.
Okay.
Until they
about that.
until they announce the price being raised.
Yeah,
but,
then I'm gonna go on a huge rant that I'm not going and all this stuff. No, the reason why I feel positive is because of what we talked about at the beginning of the show with adding some of those discounted tickets and ways to go.
Yes.
Like, if you're gonna raise the price, that's fine. But when you do add that, I can build my trip around that. I know a lot of people can. You can still make it fit into your lifestyle and into what you want to do as a family. And I'm all for that. I get, as a business, they've got to make money.
Yeah. For sure. All right. Well, that will, again, wrap up episode 252. So stick with the LTP, because we're going to be covering this for the next, 4 or 5 years at least.
4 or 5 decades.
Yeah, really.
If you want to reach out to us, you can send me an email at info@leavingtodaypodcast.com or DM me on our Instagram at leavingtodaypodcast. If you want to get a hold of Becky, you can send her an email at info@leavingtodaypodcast.com as well. Udi, where can people find out more information about you? More witty banter.
You can find me every Wednesday evening on the LTP Lounge, 6 p.m. Indie time. Then you can also find me on The Mando Show. We haven't recorded a bit, but we have stuff to talk about coming up. And then you can find me on my Instagram, which is HAXGOALIE, Haxgoalie.
Awesome. Yeah, and again, if you want to support the show, you can just go to our leavingtodaypodcast.com, click on the support tab, and we make it super simple on Patreon and also on Instagram. We have a link tree there. And T-shirts, maybe some new T-shirts coming out that we're kicking around some ideas about. That could be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's how you can do it. Thank you so much for supporting the show. We love you, adventures out there, and we will see you in the parks.
Bye.
See ya.
Great. That was
Okay.
awesome.
Good one.
That only took like 10 tries.
Yeah.
Hang on, sorry, I'm pulling it up.
I'm trying to see.
I'm all alone in the world. There's no one here beside me.
Second time, he tightened it up. He tightened it up.
It was very good.
Yes.
No bed sheets.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I like yelling at you.
God, you're so slow.
Wow, these are smaller than I thought.
That's what she said. It started with a conversation.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face red.